Hi guys, welcome to the 27th edition of the Bla Bla, the live show. We're really excited, really happy to be with you today. We've got a lot of announcements. There's been a lot going on lately, and believe me, you guys want to stay here until the very end to make sure you won't miss anything.
Yeah, we have great surprises. We promised you to talk about the tour. Of course, we're going to talk about the SFCC. So much has happened during the past month. Some of you were there. And so make sure to ask your questions, chat as much as you want. The band members will be glad to answer your questions and just share the moment with you. So get your YouTube accounts ready and get ready to welcome the band members.
We were talking.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Very early in the morning.
Hello,
yeah, we were
Hello.
having a conversation about not bumping each other. Or
like last time,
like
yes.
last time.
Coffee everywhere.
It's
All
precious
over
this
you.
morning.
Yeah.
We don't want to spoil any of it.
Exactly.
Well, congrats, you guys successfully managed to do that.
See?
Yeah.
We're
last
professionals.
The last
don't
time
try this at home.
I had to go through the whole blah, blah, blah with like my completely burned.
With a whole
Savvy.
cup of coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
All over you, yeah.
That's cool. It's part of the live experience.
For once, it was not me hurting you.
No, it's true. It's true.
So how have you guys been doing since the last time we've seen you on the Bla Bla?
Busy?
Yeah.
We're doing a lot.
Yeah, I think
Like
this is the perfect word
Yeah.
because a lot has happened. You guys went to the Juno. We're going to talk about it a little later. You went back in the studio, and this, I know people are really excited about that, but you're going to have to wait a little bit. This is why we're telling you need to stay there until the end. So there's been a lot of creativity going on.
Oh, yeah?
And one of the aspects in which we could see that was on April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
April fell.
Yeah, I'm not sure there was a lot of fool right there.
It's a day some people like very much.
Yes.
For instance, Mrs. Abel.
I do.
And it's a day other people, Mrs. Abel victim, don't like that very much.
But there's only one person who really,
Yeah, I mean-
every single year has got like cut by it. But you know, it's very funny. But it's his like Mrs. Abel like
It's my Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. For us.
So there's a lot of preparation put in that, put in it.
A lot of work.
Oh yeah, is there?
A lot of passion.
I feel like you don't all agree about the things that have been going on.
Exploration.
What was your common theme this year?
Well, I think images will.
Yeah, we have a video
I think it was
that we're going
cheese.
to show right now.
cheese.
Plastic
Watch
wrap.
that, guys.
It's April Fool Day. This year, strike 2. We will hit again. Which one is Max? Yeah, Max is the green one. Okay, let's watch. Take a shower. A beef shower. I'm stuck in the bed. What's best? To smell good. When you want to do sport, then cream cheese. Okay. That's the same. That.
So guys, welcome back to the Bla Bla. We've had a little interruption, but hopefully we've managed all of this. Seth, that was a very good try.
Nice try.
you tried it.
Very good try.
Just,
But you know, the truth is going to be
I'm
revealed.
curious about what you're
So we're gonna know how you got caught by Mrs. Bell at some point.
The funniest part of the Blah 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 is when there's like videos and pictures and what's going on the set is just like crazy.
Yeah.
And Seth was like trying to manage like a way to
way out.
avoid what's about what we're about to see. I guess.
I don't like the way it started.
But it has to
I'm
happen.
okay with that.
Yeah, I don't like. The
It
word
has to
retarded.
happen. So, are you guys ready to see that?
Yeah.
At home, do you want to see that?
You're gonna cry.
All right,
It's
I want to
hilarious.
see.
let's watch a video.
It was a retard.
Okay.
Oh my god.
We show love to play with After Effects. You know? So
I think the only After Effects there was like you like looking at the
Mopping the
table,
floor.
just like wondering, huh?
I think you're the main reason
And then
why.
Is there a hole in the
I like when he's
ceiling?
like pointing,
He's
just like,
staring at the
he's not talking, he's just like
table.
it was really easy. Kosho, you know, take a.
And what
another
was written
scene,
on the
another video.
sheet?
Good luck with this, Seth.
Good luck with this, Seth. You got 3
been
glasses
warned.
upside down,
Transparent,
transparent
translucent.
glasses with
You know it's water.
water in it, and like, why not?
It's really water.
I think that Seth should be your only victim.
Yeah.
Well, I have other ones that were pretty good. Pretty good victims.
Seth is the only one who was like going to war, was like having grenades on him and just like, what's that? Tick.
Wait,
What's that sound?
it's a different technique. Can I juggle with
But I
this?
guess that this only prank has given you the title, well, has removed from you the title of Miss April Fail.
Yeah.
Because I
Thank
think
you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
I think at least the reaction was pretty good.
Pretty
yeah,
good,
but
right?
I think they're
And even if
still
you-
under one, eh?
Even if you've tried to do like the April Fool like a day before, I don't think that you fooled, you know, the real.
Well,
I
actually-
don't think that you fool normal people.
Well, I have other people who got around the house the whole day with cream cheese on their armpit, which is pretty good, I think. And everybody
It's
thought
not
like the house smelled like
smelled weird.
peppermint because of the cream on the toilet bowl, but that didn't work that much.
Well, what about the beef in the shower? Okay, thank you very much.
It was
Yeah,
a fail.
you can
be
have
it.
sexes with everything.
Let's hire a plumber.
Right,
That's why
but
after all these fail, okay, let's try Seth.
And it was all this.
Mrs. Abel was not the only one to play a few pranks this year. We've had a new team. Maybe is it going to become a tradition too? So I think let's watch a video.
Let's watch the video.
Yeah.
I heard that April Fool was back.
So are we!
Well, behind these yellow curtains, my friend, is a little gym where Mrs. Isabel goes every day. And while she'll be in the bathroom changing, we'll just be outside the door waiting for, you know, just a little surprise.
A little treat.
Surprise. I cannot tell anymore. Just follow us, and kids, don't do it at home.
Do it at home.
April Fool is back! Woo!
The pancakes are not sweet this year.
No, they're more sticky.
So are we.
So are we. So are we.
Pranked.
I don't think I'm gonna train now. I might go directly to the shower.
That's a good one.
That's a very good one, I think.
Pretty good, pretty good.
I like
Have
the
to admit.
scream just made it all.
It was just to reestablish what a prank should
I
be.
guess you're very lucky also that you had like 2 flower thrower
buckets.
as well.
Yeah.
The thing is that, man, you won't believe it. Just a minute before, I broke my arm.
No, wait, that's
I broke my arm, and when I wanted to throw it, like, didn't work out.
You're watching too much box, man.
Yeah.
How is your arm doing now? You better?
Too much.
Yeah, but you know what? I've been into sports when I was a kid, and it didn't last long because I'm not good with aim and anything else.
Maybe your
No, you
eardrum
did
was
that,
like,
man.
you had like
my eardrum was pierced. I saw Miss Isabel there, but she was there.
Yeah, so when you know your partners, you take
I'm good in the
precaution.
technical team.
It's alright, you can have the title of
mostly it.
April Fell this year.
Yeah.
I give it to you.
Perfect. I know you're gonna get back next year.
Ah.
And that bathroom looks like a bakery, right?
And after all this friendly rivalry, if we can say so, a lot of people have asked for Jeff and Seth to get along together a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, as Easter was coming up, they figured out it would be
the resurrection of a friendship.
Exactly. Perfect
still believe
opportunity for that.
Yeah, the dying part was well consumed.
Yeah.
And that was time for the resurrection.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thanks, guys.
That's very cool.
Love your
Yeah,
I
it's
feel it.
very
I feel
cool.
it.
Inspiring, brother. Wow.
And then people have asked you to buy each other a gift.
Yes.
So can you, Jeff?
Oh, sure.
Go ahead.
Of course. I obviously chose a classic.
Wow.
So
That's
kind.
very
It's a
cool.
good choice. Yeah. Like,
Because everybody knows Seth's love for chocolate
so Chocolate Vader.
and for Star Wars.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Hey, it's a pleasure, man. I love you.
We need a rivalry.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm your father. Don't eat me.
I'm sure you do.
That was part of the deal.
Yeah.
Don't throw eggs at me.
Oh, look at this. Show it. That's a good one. That's a really good
Chocolate burger.
That's not a good one. Seth,
Yeah.
come on.
And I know you're gonna be still hungry after that, but at least your brain will acknowledge, that you're eating a burger, brother.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
No
you
problem.
Know my taste. Tell me you love me.
No.
No.
See you next year, guys.
Maybe, yeah.
That's the
Maybe
first
next
step.
year's gonna get better. Maybe
Thanks, man.
it's going
Appreciate
to
it
be
a
a little less mean. But
Yeah, I guess this.
That was yeah.
I guess the resurrection process will take more than 3 days. Sorry, guys.
But I guess people are going to continue enjoying that rivalry also in baseball. As the season has officially started.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're
Yes.
world champion until
Yes.
champions until the next.
Yeah.
Next
Exactly.
Next year.
3 rings.
Yeah.
So obviously we couldn't just go beside the opening game, so we did
Yeah.
a little celebration for it. Actually, both teams, the Giants, the good team, and the Dodgers, Seth's very bad team, and we're playing on that day. So, we both have parties. Let's just put it like this, and let's see a video with a few images that are going to show you exactly what it was like.
Yeah, it's cool that you're all there. Seth asked me to gather all of you guys this morning for a very, very special announcement that he wants to make. So let's give him all a warm welcome. Seth!
Hello guys, how are you doing? We're about to live a really, really important moment all together. Because it's gonna be the opening game for baseball.
Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah. And I invite you for my Dodgers party! It's amazing, Give me the envelope. Because you and your little giant, you're a bunch of losers!
Oh yeah!
Yeah. And you need to be embraced by something greater.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff, didn't have your name.
Yeah, I'm invited.
Lucky you are. Oh, thank you.
We miss one for dear Jeff. Come here! Give me that.
You don't have to.
Oh, Jeff, it's you? I should have written with my blue pencil. But I guess you understand the message, eh?
Can't wait to
see you.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Hey, are you excited?
Everyone, please come in. Don't be shy. Take your seats. Steph invited us for a very special time, so it's time for us to rejoice and be all together. You're so into it. Stay up with me. We can do some dance moves of rap and things like that, you know? Woo! All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Guys,
oh, Steph is right there! Party's over.
Hey, look at this guy. Here he goes.
Hey guys!
You're wearing the wrong color.
Welcome to the opening game of the Dodgers. I'm inviting you to this party. And at the same time, I've prepared some snacks for you. Oh!
It's very welcoming. That's
I understand why your team sucks. I'm really excited to watch the game of the Dodgers with you guys.
Giant screen.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Beautiful blue sky and bright sunlight, so it is perfect.
Can I come with you?
No, you're not ready. Not now.
This is the part, the
communion
part. That's the communion part.
Super Bowl, your old cabin.
Guys, I don't know for you, but maybe we can go on the other side.
Yeah. Let's watch the real game.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
Have fun.
All right, it was an amazing party, right?
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Was a deeply religious man whose values were soaring.
The Giants open up 2015 in Arizona. Hall of Famer Randy Johnson is on hand for the first pitch, and the reigning World Series MVP is on the hill for San Francisco.
And what a way to start. We get to see Madison Bumgarner for the first time since Game 7 of the World Series.
First ball swinging. Owings lifts a pop-up in the shallow center. Racing out Crawford. Racing in is Pagan. Pagan into a slide.
It's a homecoming for me. In fact, probably the greatest single homecoming.
Let's start the celebration.
All right.
Bring my burger.
Yes. It's right there. Just like you asked. I put everything in there. Just get the transfer. Right. Here you go.
Oh, wow.
You think maybe we can share? Guys, I don't know where's Jeff. We've been looking for him all day long. Probably he's coming with like a very crazy surprise or something. But so you know, we kept one burger and one piece of other thing for him.
Yeah.
So, all right.
We're gonna eat him. Where is he? Yeah, we can call him. Yeah, let's call him.
Dude, I'm in damn Queen City.
No!
Toronto, Ontario, man.
You're in Toronto?
I'm in Toronto.
How did that happen?
How come?
Seth gave me an envelope just to go to Toronto, and he was like, "See you, sucker. This season has just started."
No way. Oh, Seth is so blue. Well, we're gonna wait for you for the opening game at home.
Yeah.
So you better come back soon, dude.
I'll be back.
Hey Seth, so here I am. I opened the envelope you gave me, and I'm in Toronto on my own, so I missed the opening game of the Giants because of you. You kicked me out. So, brother, the season is just getting started. So watch out, man, because this is not the end of the story. Like, I'm in Toronto on my own. You... Ugh. It's not over. Stay tuned.
Canu, man.
Hey Ben.
You're still there.
Yeah, for sure. Seth told me he would come back for the party, so I'm waiting right here. It's gonna be amazing.
It's 4 a.m. He's clearly sleeping right now.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he's resting to make sure he's in full shape for what's coming. So it's gonna be really awesome.
Bro, I'm sure he's not coming back, man.
No, you will. It's gonna be so cool.
Alright.
Okay, that's funny, but not funny.
The ending part is very funny. It's a little bit sad for Kenny, though. So
Sad.
innocent.
But Kenny
in that
looks so
story.
happy.
Yeah, but that's
It's called denial.
I think so.
Bless your
But
heart, brother.
Yeah.
I think that the real question here is...
It's not the mix of like Prozac and denial for Kenny, or what you need to be Seth's friend. This is not the question.
No, the question I think was...
Hey, the chocolate
did-
is good.
No worries.
It's where were you? What were you doing
No,
in
what
Toronto?
were you doing
This is
there?
the real question.
The guy sent me to Toronto.
It's really, really simple. You know, I know how much you love Toronto, brother, and you needed to take some time apart, you know, to relax and all that stuff. So I
Ask
just
him
said,
about it.
you look tired, brother. So
I've
you
been
need
played.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Don't send him like to Mexico or a place like this.
Yeah, exactly.
He loves
Close to the
Toronto.
ocean, Australia. Just send him like to Toronto.
And
Everybody loves Toronto.
And you saw the food, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I protect you from yourself.
Come on, Seth.
Look all this
I should
dedication.
say thank
Paul.
you there. Like, I mean, it's the opening game of the Giants this year because
least
I
he
was.
didn't send you
Hey,
to,
man,
Canada's
you're about to
Wonderland.
lose that game, so didn't miss that.
No, we won,
Actually,
actually.
Yeah, we won.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but it was really
Yeah,
close.
we
eh?
won. We won.
5-4 at
We
the last.
won.
Everybody was sweating of fears then.
Just like the game last night. I don't think that you guys.
How was Kershaw last night?
Sweat a little.
Bad than you. I think so.
Oh, the baseball god.
Yeah.
Well, let's say we're
Yeah.
full on.
We'll talk
We're
about
full
it in a
on.
second.
Exactly,
Season has
yeah.
started.
Yeah.
But
Jeff-
it's not over
Yeah.
because I've been sent to Toronto, and guys, this is not like taken
not nice.
lightly. You know, it's
No.
quite
No.
The
something.
burger were good over there.
Actually,
Want to go check it out?
Yeah, we could send you there. You go on vacation
The resurrection
over
of
there.
relationship, eh? Let's go
Yeah,
to
man.
Toronto.
I guess the snacks you gave each other didn't quite.
Yeah.
didn't
Well,
do
Yeah, he didn't want
actually,
his
I think it
burger.
worked one
He
way.
didn't love his
That's how
burger.
much
He doesn't
respect
love
he's
his
got for
gift.
me. Like,
I will take the
bring me the burger.
And you're doing a lot of noise.
And that's a
right now,
burger he gave you.
Yeah.
And he's eating it. And
Right, he
after
was-
that, he dares calling it like dedication. But that's another story. Seth could
Was
be the object
complaining.
of a complete blah blah himself. So I think if we start talking about him too much, it's going to get to his head too. And we don't
Let's
want
move
that.
Is it possible? Is that possible?
Well, you cannot miss.
But there's a home opening game for the Giants that's
Yes.
coming up. It's going to be actually on tomorrow. So I guess, Jeff, get ready.
Just stick around.
Please.
Yeah, Jeff
for,
is
for everyone
preparing
of
like
us.
a huge party.
Is there
Yeah.
be a lot of snacks like this?
Whatever you choose.
I told you, eh?
But yeah,
told
so
you.
as you can see, and
Need
as
some
you'll
advice,
see
that would be
throughout the whole summer and a little bit of fall too, we are huge fans of baseball. It's lasted for a few years already, and the guys are really, really, really dedicated. not only when the games are at home and when they have time to watch them, but also when they are on the road. And here I would like to show another short video that are going to help you guys understand what I'm talking about. So let's watch this.
Hi guys, we're right now at the Petit Champlain, a venue in Quebec City where we're about to play tonight, but that's not what I want to talk to you about because something is going on right now and it's like so exciting. Follow me. This is the back room. And hey bro, hey guys, how's it going?
Good, and you?
Good, explain us what you're doing on, right? What's going on right now?
Presently, I'm signing some posters for people, for loved ones.
And
I'm watching the first game.
All right!
The spring camp.
It's the first game that the Giants are broadcasting of the season, the preseason.
So as you can see, everything goes pretty well.
Well, it's training, right?
Exactly. This is why we call that the spring
training.
That's it. I had to do like a little bit of teaching because people were freaking out the fact that we were losing games and training. So I had to remind everybody that, you know, championships aren't conquered in March. So, and it's normal, you know, that after three championships in 5 years, you know, it's good that the guys are not only, they're not starting slowly. They have to adjust, they have to work on different things. So we're champions. We're a dynasty. That's it. Thank you so much. So you're gonna have a lot of baseball coming up for you guys as well. So yeah, we're going to the States. So.
Home run! You're good.
Yeah.
We're pretty dedicated.
Yeah, I guess we can call that dedication or knowing where to put your priorities.
Exactly.
And that was March 7th. It was like
Petit Champlain.
Yeah, the very beginning of the
season.
Spring training.
Yeah, for us it's season.
Season. All right. Let's call it
baseball
season. And as you could hear, it was the first game that was broadcasted live so that you could watch. So the guys didn't want to miss that for absolutely nothing in the world. So there you have it. And that day's been a very busy one. This was March 7 when you guys played at the Petit Champlain in Quebec City.
Or as Jeff would say, Petit Champlain.
We're here at the Petit Champlain.
Hello, Petit Champlain.
And
I love the Chinese accent. We're here at the Petit Champlain.
Jeff's got attitude.
That was a concert that was supposed to be in January, actually, but that has been postponed because of a major power cut in the venue.
Yeah.
How did
Wifey style.
Yeah, first time in the history of the
ever
venue.
in the history of the venue.
Yeah, we're always like connected to some happy tragedies.
Yeah, I think so. I guess we could call this a hopeful tragedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, beautiful.
Just like when we went back to, I think after 7 years, when we went back to Paris, I think, like the venue was like shut down.
Doors,
they closed doors. Just like,
show.
So said, hey, you know, wifey style.
So the show is going to be another venue.
Same thing in New York City.
But yeah,
same thing in New York.
Exactly. That happened
We're
quite
going
a lot.
on tour. I'm so excited.
But how did it feel for you to get ready for a show that had been postponed because the show had not been canceled because you brought people here and then you knew that this show would be given to some of the people that were here would be watching? Was it like a different type of pressure for you to know that this show had been postponed, that people had lived an experience that was pretty much out of this world here with you coming home to watch a concert in January instead? Was the pressure different? Did it give you like any ambition, any more stress? Was it more exciting? How did you deal with that?
But first, I don't think there's any pressure to any concerts we're doing because it's really about the moment we're sharing with the people, and every night is different. You can come to every single shows, and even if it would be like the same set list every night, it's just a different vibe, you know, a different environment. And I think that when people came here, we just let go, and that was a moment in time, and that was very like a spark of something that was eternal, like every other concerts we're doing. And I think that in Quebec was just fun. You know, we were just happy to be there, and you know, we haven't played much home. You know, that's a crazy thing when you think about it. We haven't played much in Canada at all. So we're just slowly starting to make ourselves available to play here, because we've been so much in Asia and Europe, and so that's kind of crazy when you think about it, because most artists are starting very strong in their own country. Yeah. So for us, people were asking us, so is it true that like home gigs are always like very stressful?
It's something we're discovering.
And for us, it's just like, yeah, probably for me it would be like Paris or London or Tokyo, or just like that's where I'm stressed, you know. This is like home gigs for us. But here it's really like family type, and it's always like kind of feels like you know when you're a kid and you're having like a Christmas dinner with everybody, so you're seeing all your cousins and you know people that you're not really seeing all year long, and as a kid you can you don't have to be with everybody all the time, just to kind of, you know, to get a real connection with everybody and to get an emotion of the party. So this is pretty much how it felt. Yeah. And we were very excited. It was a lot of fun already. And so when you can feel, you know, electricity way before we're plugging in, I think that's a pretty cool vibe.
Yeah, that's a very good sign on what's about to come.
Yeah.
I guess we could put it like that. And that day, you were sick, and moments before getting on stage.
I don't think we need to say that anymore.
No.
Just like, that was just like a normal day. Well, you were still alive that day, so that's cool. So
next time what we're going to do is that day, you were not sick. This we're going to take the time to mention.
Yeah, or just say, well, we're very thankful you're still with us.
Yeah, also. But I remember the manager of the venue coming to you guys and asking, okay, so do you know how long the show is going to be? And I remember your answer saying, well, we know when it's going to start, but we have no idea when it's going to be over. And then you turning to the guys saying, if it's long, then it's going to be long. If it's short, then it's going to be short, but I'm going to give everything I have. But that's going to be it. I cannot give more than what I can give to people. And then you guys got on stage. And we're going to watch...
bit out of hand.
We're going to watch a video that's going to show you the craziness of the complete day, actually.
Okay.
In the darkness of my own, I can see 1,000 trains, like neon bridal sparks or fading old whispers. I'm covering love with shame, like a sun in smoking waves. I dress the fate with lies, and confess make believes. As the tide keeps moving high, as the tide keeps moving high, shining waters blaze, like neon flowers grow. The city is a mess, reflection of the sky, her glowing in the streets, like shamans or rituals, all dressed up as a widows.
So you arrive there, load in, sound check, interviews, baseball. It was there. It was there. Baseball, and then you got on stage for a show that lasted a little over 3 hours.
A little over, just a little over.
Just a little over 3 hours. What about the? I'm going to give all I have, and it's.
Well,
going
maybe
to
I
stop
had
there.
more than what I thought, or maybe people gave me so much
That's
that
what I was about to say.
It kept me going.
We saw you crowd surfing. You jumped from the mezzanine, the balcony twice.
Really?
Really?
Don't really.
Then jumping absolutely everywhere on stage. You ended the show in the crowd.
Well, that's just
Are
like.
you sure you didn't feel that?
It's just like a slow Monday for your favorite enemies.
And the encore was just fabulous.
The show was rock and acoustic as well.
Yeah.
What a magic moment.
That was, I think that when you've got such connection with the people, I think that it allows you to go beyond your own limitations maybe, or your own barriers. And I think that's the most wonderful thing about that connection that we have with the people. And I think that night especially was very, very special. And I think that you can, it's crazy because sometimes people are asking us, are you able to see us in the crowd? Because we've got so much lights, and especially with what Pascal is doing, light engineer, and this is just crazy. You know, we're bringing more and more the concert to another level in all the different aspects of it.
Every time.
And so people are asking us, are you able to see us? But there's so much like flashes going on, and it's very difficult sometimes to have that connection. But that night, it felt like we were looking at the people like face to face. You know, we really had that heartfelt connection with everybody. And I think when you have that, and you cannot create that. First of all, you can have all the technical elements you want, but you cannot create a real communion and a real connection. And when we've got that, like that night, it's just like unbelievable. And I think it gives you wings, but not only for you to fly, but for you to share real moments. You know. And I think that was the most beautiful part for me. My favorite moment in the concert was when I went in the crowd and just to thank people, and you know, while the guys are raging, this is very intense, and you're just able to give a little bit back, you know, just that gratitude that you want to show and to give back, you know, to the people, and just to say, you know, we're together. This is not like a one-trick pony. This is really like there's a real connection here, and this is really family. And there's nothing for us. There's nothing like going in a crowd and touching people and just like having that human touch, rather than just like being on stage and okay, so I'm doing what I have to do, and your part is to, you know, just to shout, you know, and to bring the clamor to another extent, you know, for, you know, the clowns on their pedestals or something.
I understand what you mean. But we do have a short video, a short clip that shows and really represents how much people do uplift you, but all of you guys during live concerts as well. So let's see that. And you're gonna see that's something that's really super.
Wow.
So I see that I can see that.
I understand how you want to do this all the time.
Some people in the video team have a lot of time to spend.
I like that way of.
Good job, Coco.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You always said you guys were incredible.
I think it really does represent the connection that is there with the fans too, and how they really do uplift you. It's a funny video, but at the same time, it's really meaningful, because after the concert, you guys spent 2 hours talking with the fans. We could see a little bit in the video, and it's...
Yeah, we have the reputation to be kicked out of the venues.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We've been told there was no curfew, and we had like a, you know...
But people don't understand when they're saying like, well, there's no curfew.
And I'm like, yeah.
Trust
really?
me, there
All right.
will.
No problem.
It might be discovered one tonight.
Yeah.
It's always,
At one point or another, you will want to go.
Yeah.
well, it's always you say it's 2 hours, but it passes by so fast.
Yeah.
Because we want to talk to everybody, we want to spend meaningful time with everybody, and we just have such a family connection that it just goes like this.
And it's together for something positive too, something's really exciting. So,
yeah,
and that really is priceless. So for real, it's not even a question.
And it goes by like this. It just doesn't feel like it's crazy. When it's over, you're sitting on the way back home. You're like, what just happened? So many little, and at the same time,
it's a whole at the same time because
it's crazy.
The way we feel is really the same when we are on stage and when we are finishing the concert, the crowd. Then afterwards, as we're sharing with everybody, it's just there's no separation between how we feel.
Conversations are so deep.
People are very generous with us.
They are. They really are.
To stay there, first of all, just to sustain 3 hours with that level of intensity, that's really generous of people. But after the moment we have, and I think you can see the real nature of the connections that we have, because you can see there's so many smiles and and real moments. There's a lot of hugs, and so it cannot be fabricated.
Nice.
No, exactly. It's something that's real. It's organic, and that really comes from the bottom of each.
Because we've seen so much of those bands, like when you've got like lines of people coming and they want to have like a little autograph or something, and you're just like this, and they don't even look at the people back, and just like, and we're coming from, most of us are from the punk rock scene, and for us it was more about the friendship and the brotherhood, and rather than just like the rock star distance that you need to just like to give away your kind of business card, to entertain. Nobody wants to be there, but you're just signing your whatever name you have, and how worth it might be for someone else. But us, it's different. You look at the people.
It really is.
And so that's really what it is.
And no, it's funny, the technical team over there liked you a lot as well, because our friend Petit said on the chat that she's working at a grocery store, and after the show, one of the sound engineers went to do his grocery over there. He recognized her, and so they started talking about the band, and so he said how nice you guys were and how they enjoyed the time. So even though you were kicked out at the end, and even the connection goes with even the technical team,
But kicked out, it's a big word.
It's a big word.
Nobody got kicked out, but I mean, it's more like, okay, guys, and they've been very cool. They've been very, very cool with us, because, okay, guys, so last 5 minutes, and then 30 minutes after, okay, guys, maybe it's time to kind of, to go home. No, they've been very amazing. And
they were taking picture of us.
You've been pushed away very nicely.
You've been welcome to leave.
Yeah. But I think that all these moments, the concert that we've seen excerpts of, and the time you spend with a fan, it really represents a freedom that you guys have found between you, and that you have found within each and every one of you individually, but collectively as well, and that's transmitted through each and everything that you are doing.
But I think just like when there's a lot of impros going on stage, and I think that's really what the band is all about.
Yeah, and we've got a video for that, because in the concert, the song "Old Lazy Friend" has been a lot about improvisation, and we could hear it a lot, see it a little bit, but I would like for people to grasp a little more of what it is. So that's what
it wasn't that bad, I guess.
It was good.
I'm so alive. I'm so alive. I might be broken. I'm not defeated. I might be broken. I'm not defeated. I'm not defeated. I might be broken, but I'm not
for people at home who may know the song "Oh Noisy Friend," what you could hear, well, you could realize that this is something that's completely different. That's not part of any of the song you can find on a CD, because this was all improvised on stage on that night. How do you guys go along with that? How do you know you're all going to go in the same direction?
Well, I guess it's a discussion. It's what it is. That's how I see it. So you talk to each other, you listen to each other. That's basically it. And you talk to the ones who are listening as well. So it's really part of it. So there's no ways of going except the ones that, except the way that you're living the moment. So, and that's really what happened there.
And at the same time, I think that when you're in that moment, it's not about like, okay, what chords are we gonna do? It's about following the spirit of the moment. And this is it's obvious to us. If you just pay attention to it, you're gonna notice where everything is going, and you just bring your spirit into that. And after that, like a drum part or a guitar part will inspire you to go even further. So it's all about following the spirit, I think.
You feel like you're a part of something that is going on, and you just decide what you want to bring to the table of that communion. You bring a bit of yourself as freely as you can, because you are a part of that moment.
I think it's about dying to yourself in so many ways, because when you're doing that, you need to be in a place where you're in a complete let go of all the elements that can be somehow your safe zone, or the illusion of security you might have on stage. You know, just like, okay, we rehearsed that, we did that. You know, you have like some kind of your the things that you can hold on to. But when you just want to let go in a moment, I think that's the most beautiful thing. You know, you're always, and it's like walking on a wire, and there's no safety net. You know, other than the people that are there to catch you if you're falling. And sometimes, you know, this is what I love about music, is the fact that sometimes you will fall. And that's the most beautiful thing. And it's not about hitting like the right notes. It's not about, you know, having like the right melody. It's or even like the right vibe. It's really about taking a chance. And when you're able to do that as a whole, you know, we're 6 different persons on stage, and with everybody in the place, so it's like a huge choir of hearts and souls, and this is the most beautiful thing. And it's funny because I just saw like the video, and I don't recall the words or
no way.
Just like it's completely for real, to be very honest.
It was really on the spur of the moment.
Yeah, and
the moment inspired you.
And you can see that, you know, it's when you're following if you're following the band for a little bit, you can see that whole thing is kind of blooming through the whole concert.
Yeah.
You know, and you've got like moments in those different songs, and it kind of leads you to, you know, a moment where you don't know. You know, it's complete. It's the unknown. It's like what's beyond the horizon, and I think that's the most beautiful thing, because right to that point, you know, just most of the time it would be like, I will start a little bit of something. You don't know where it's going to lead, and I will look at Ben, and Ben and I have that really unique chemistry,
very close, connection.
And then it kind of, you know, bloom out of it, you know, and then everybody's following that stream of life, and then after that it would be like following like Moses' rhythm, which would be like very, like for this song would be very hypnotic, and then it gives me like a huge, like it's like a canvas where you can add the colors that you want, and when you look at it at first, you're so close that you cannot really understand what you're doing, but it doesn't make any, you know, maybe it doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't matter. And when you take like a step back and you understand what it is, and you say, wow, this is like wonderful catastrophe in the making.
Yeah.
Because you never know, you know, when everything, you know, when everything's gonna fall down again. And that's what I love about those moments. Because if you're becoming ambitious through those moments, then it's just like
it'll ruin it.
And it feels like, okay, the guys are pushing too hard. You know, you went, you're out of bound.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, you know, it's you're going back to your fail-safe kind of thing. But that was a real. But we had like several moments like this during that concert that I think kind of led us there, which for me was a very, very special moment. Yeah.
Was it emotional for you? Because I know that, like Vanessa wrote in the chat, that that song made her cry live at the show, and I know that friends were singing along until you guys started improvising. How was it to live that moment together? The emotion was tangible.
But I think this is what really define those kind of moments. Is when you've got like that real connection with the people, and you can transcend like being the band playing for the people.
Yeah.
So then it's one voice and different colors, you know, but in the same stream, and it's always very emotional. Every song is, you know, because it's a real. Every single song has been crafted in those very fragile places of our lives. And us, we're very fortunate because we're able to share those moments with the people. And then sometimes when those songs have, if those songs have been crafted in miseries, when you're sharing with people, they're blooming into something very positive and very very beautiful. And I think that's why it's always very positive and emotional. And I think, you know, we've been asked many times, so are you kind of sick and tired to play, like, let's, for an example, like Open Your Eyes. Like some bands are kind of sick and tired to play like older songs, but we don't feel that reality because every song has a story that we're not only that we shared by crafting those songs, but those stories are still evolving every night with the people. So and we're very enthusiastic about it to see where, okay, in 20 years, you know, what it would be. You know, this is pretty mysterious.
Yeah, the number of pages to every song just keeps on adding and adding.
Yeah.
Every time you play them, every time you share something over them with the people, and this is why it makes them, I guess, like always new to play.
Maybe that's why I'm always messed up in the lyrics also. Maybe I'm like lost in the spirit.
Maybe after 20 years ago.
I think that's also why people really enjoy coming to the shows, and that's why so many people follow you on tour, even though they know some of the songs are going to repeat night after night, because they really never feel the same. Because even if the notes are the same, you guys never play them exactly the same either, because every time it's another page in the story of what that song is.
Or maybe this is just a way to say, well, no, I didn't mess up. that was just like improv, like a new section.
A new scale in the song.
We'll cut that too.
Exactly.
And we'll go with the pages on the book of each song.
It's so funny because
that's more poetic.
I don't know, guys, if you remember, but I think we were in Manchester, and so we started to play Where Did We Lose Each Other, and that's a pretty straightforward number. You know, this is like a pretty straight song, and
it's not really
so we're raging. It's very, you know, we're really into the moment, and for like a split second, I kind of lost my focus. You know, sometimes you're seeing like things in a crowd, and you kind of lost it for one second, and then I kind of came back, and it was just like, okay, where am I now?
And then
I started to like, and then the second you start something that's not at the right place, then you're just like,
you realize it and it's too late.
And then that's cool because the guys are so good. And you're just like, everybody's kind of look at each other and said, all right, that's okay, that's cool.
Gonna be just
is that the second verse I just heard? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the chorus. It was supposed to be the chorus, and then after that we kind of look at each other. And I remember at the end, Joe and Chris were there, and they came. You know, they followed us a little bit in England, and said, "Oh man, that was very cool. What happened where did we lose each other?" I felt like you guys really decided to change a little bit, and I said, well, actually, so that's the cool story, but because I really love you, I'm going to tell you what happened for real. So that was very funny. So we're always, even if we don't want to, I mean, the spirit leads us to places we don't know.
Exactly. It keeps us on the edge.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll bring you guys back to the show in Quebec City. Okay. You guys had crafted that T-shirt. If you want to show it, it's been released at the previous Bla Bla, especially for that show. And I think the name of this T-shirt is Sailing All Walls Down.
Yeah.
And I wanted to show it again because I think that without even having lived the show yet, you could really envision what the spirit would be. Is it like those type of moments? Is it something that you envision all the time? Does it always go according to what you think it's going to be like? Or
I think it's something we're cultivating amongst us first. You know, it's something we're going to challenge each other to always stick to, like to get down the barriers. Just be yourself. So it starts here. It starts among the band members and the family here, and that's what we bring. You know, so it's not something we plan or.
I love your voice this morning.
Yeah,
it's a very nice baritone.
It's a radio line.
Very nice baritone.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I really like it. It's very Eddie Vedder-ish.
That I worked on.
Yeah, right. Well, it pays
that's
up.
good to know.
If we're envisioning, I think we have like not an idea about what's, what are.
It's hard to say like.
What are we gonna do? And it's we're not actually. It's kind of weird to say, but. It's very difficult to rehearse in this band because it's all those songs have their own way, if I can say, and so when we're rehearsing, it will be undeniably a moment where we're letting go. So so it means that it's going to be like either rewriting all the songs or. Crafting new
songs, but don't talk about this too much.
But
we're gonna talk about it later.
This is the thing.
Want to hear about it.
You're not envisioning. You're just curious about. Okay, so this is gonna be like this, and we'll see what happens. I think it's more about being open, about being surprised, than trying to organize and control the spirit of it all.
No, it would be just ambition if it was that.
True.
Right, and then right after that concert in Quebec City, you guys came back home very late. And then the day after, you were at Tout le monde en parle. It was a broadcast of the interview. For those of you who may not know, Tout le monde en parle is a very major TV show in Canada, a talk show, French-Canadian talk show, one of the most important there is here. And I think we can go watch an excerpt of the interview. It was done in French, but don't worry, there are English and Japanese subtitles for you to understand absolutely everything that Alex said. So let's watch an excerpt, and we're going to come back and talk about it a little more.
Il a tourné le dos à la haine des néo-nazis et a trouvé son salut dans la musique. Voici Alex Foster. Alex, bienvenue à Tout le monde en parle.
Merci beaucoup.
Tu es le chanteur du groupe Your Favorite Enemies et tu es aussi porte-parole d'Amnesty International contre le racisme. Oui. Tu as tout un parcours parce qu'avant de te consacrer à la musique, tu as été un militant néo-nazi Et tu as même été leader d'une organisation néo-nazie canadienne. Quand et comment es-tu embarqué dans ce mouvement-là?
J'avais 13 ans. Je vivais beaucoup de choses difficiles à la maison. Parce que ce qu'il faut comprendre, c'est qu'à travers la haine, ce qu'on vit comme ça, c'est qu'il y a beaucoup de souffrance. Puis je vivais beaucoup de souffrance affective. À la maison, il y avait beaucoup de turbulences. On déménageait beaucoup. Puis à travers ce que moi, je vivais, à travers cette souffrance-là qui était grande, pour moi, l'idée de me joindre à des gens qui semblaient me comprendre, pour moi, ça transcendait même les idéaux avec lesquels on essayait de m'endoctriner ou on me partageait les valeurs.
Puis tu faisais quoi? Tu battais des gens?
Non, même pas. Moi, j'ai jamais été quelqu'un qui... Bon, vous avez vu ma grosseur. Je sais que j'en impose, là, mais quand même. Non, je pense que c'est des rencontres où on parlait de plein de trucs. Il y avait des discussions. Moi, j'étais un des plus jeunes en plus dans ce groupe-là. Donc, il y avait des discussions qui étaient là qui, moi, me fascinaient avec des personnages qui sont fascinants aussi parce que c'est tellement gros, c'est tellement...
C'est organisé beaucoup, les ça existe encore?
Oui, tout à fait. Ben, c'est parce que c'est à l'image de la société aussi. Hein. C'est que plus qu'il y a de souffrance, plus qu'il y a de gens qui vont vouloir capitaliser sur cette souffrance-là. On le voit aujourd'hui, il y a des jeunes qui sont prêts à aller se faire exploser pour des trucs qui... Tu sais, jusqu'à quel point le comprennent. Souvent, la vérité vient de ce que tu ressens. Puis quand ce que tu ressens, c'est difficile, puis ça fait mal, ce que tu as le goût, la façon que tu as le goût de l'exprimer, souvent, c'est de cette façon-là aussi.
Mais c'était quoi la bougie d'allumage? Parce que tu étais leader et tout à coup, tu as décidé que tu pourrais éventuellement sortir du mouvement.
Ben, moi, je pense que c'est plus que tu grandis, puis plus que tu vois autre chose, plus qu'à un moment donné, tu réalises que ça te prend beaucoup pour couvrir le mensonge dans lequel t'es pris. Oui, parce que tu le réalises jusqu'à un certain point. Tu te dis, ouais, c'est clair que c'est toute la bullshit, cette histoire-là. Sauf que tu arrives à un point où tu arrives à te mentir dans la mesure où les gens, ils se disent, ce que je te donne, ça me paraît encore plus bénéfique pour moi que le prix que j'ai à payer ou le mensonge qu'il faut que je couvre. Puis à un moment donné, quand ça devient que tu n'adhères plus à ça, tu vois des trucs qui sont complètement abominables. Comme? Tu vois un couple qui se promène, puis sous prétexte qu'ils n'ont pas la bonne coupe de cheveux ou qu'ils n'ont pas le bon attireur ou qu'ils n'ont pas la bonne couleur. Tu vois des gens qui sont autour de toi avec qui tu parlais de hockey il y a 3 secondes, puis ça devient presque des animaux qui sont
des agresseurs qui sont prêts à...
Puis tu te dis, ben voyons donc, ça, c'est moi. Puis,
ça, c'est mon groupe, oui.
Oui, puis tu peux pas te dissocier de ça parce que ça serait tellement facile de revenir le soir, comme j'ai tellement fait souvent, puis me dire, tu sais, oui, il y a ces gens-là, mais moi, je suis pas comme ça.
Est-ce que ton message, grosso modo, c'est pas en faisant mal aux autres qu'on guérit son propre mal?
Bien, c'est sûr. C'est jamais, c'est impossible, parce que plus que tu fais de mal, plus que tu réalises que ça guérit pas, puis plus que tu as le besoin de faire du mal, puis tu réalises plus tard que ce mal-là, c'est à toi que tu le fais.
So, very touching interview, very deep moment. It was the very first time. We've always known that you've been associated with Amnesty International because this is something you do speak about a lot. Some people, depending on for how long they've been following the band, they've known that you were in gangs. But this topic, the neo-Nazi, the fact that you were a leader, it was the very first time that you were openly talking about it. Why did you decide? Why have you waited? Why did you decide to do it then?
I don't think I've waited. I've been able to give like a lot of conferences in schools and talking a lot about hatred, but it goes way beyond the topic, I guess. You know, because when you're able to share, you know, about personal experiences, may they be like very extreme, like the ones that I experienced. You know, you've got like a very wonderful opportunity to connect with people, and I think with everything that's going on right now, there's a lot of not only like racism. That's the easiest start. That's the easiest way to I don't know, to see things. But I think there's a lot of indifference, and for me, that's the most that's the killer. Because when you're not disturbed in your own comfort and reality, so then you don't. Yeah, you've got your values going on, and you can brag out all about them as much as you want. But the reality is, until you're very pushed, or until you're I don't know what to say. Until you're really part of it, or your reality is influenced by it, you don't give a shit about it, for real. Yeah. and that's the message I wanted to share, especially with everything that goes on right now. And I've been really involved with what happened in France. Always been very vocal about it. So I think that it doesn't. Some people are saying, yeah, because you've been in those, in those gangs, or because you've been there.
You've been a part of it.
It gives you like all the creds to talk about it. But this is not how I see it. For me, just like it's an opportunity, and it's a way for me to connect with the people and to talk about the real issues, which are, the matter of the hearts, the matter of the souls as well.
Yeah.
So that was the way that I thought back in the days that I could find some redemption in my in what I was going through, and then I've been able to outgrow that through other people's love, and I think that's the message that I wanted to share. It wasn't something that, and I'm not preaching or anything. This is this is my story, and like it or not, this is what it is.
Yeah.
And so that's why when I've been contacted by, the team to talk about it, I thought it was like a good opportunity for me to do it. And I talked with the guys in the band also, because it's funny. The thing is, for me, when we're going somewhere, we're a band. It's not like I'm not like a solo artist or going to try to sell my bullshit on the biggest TV show.
Yeah.
And that's why it was funny, because people after said, yeah, but you should have talked about your album. You should have talked about those like things. And I said, well, but I've been invited here to talk about the matter of the hearts and souls. And it's very, the ultimate conclusion to that would be like, well, now I'm in a band and, I'm crafting music and I'm talking about those issues, and you can get and buy my stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But for me, I think that's where I'm always keeping a distance with those very, I don't know, like the commerce. I always say with Kosho, like this is the difference between art and commerce.
Yeah.
And I didn't went there for commerce or anything.
Exactly.
I didn't want to sell my story in order to sell more records.
Yeah.
So this is not the reason why I went.
Yeah. And for you, for the band members, to see Alex be there alone, which is a first, because usually when you guys give interviews, as Alex was saying, it's often about an album. It's not about his personal story, more about stuff that you guys do as a band, and you're often all together. But knowing that he was alone set, how did you react when you heard everything he was saying?
But for me, I thought I have a lot of respect for Alex for that, because he's I think he's very courageous to talk about this, because it can open a lot of door and for people to judge, or people to see him in a different way. But he's very open, and it's something that always inspired me to be honest and true in my life. To see him like, it's not about like oh, you face your past, or no, it's just about being honest and with who you are and what you became. And for me, it really inspired me.
I think it touches what really matters through all these interviews. It could have been like a discussion about ideologies, political stand, or like he said, about promoting something, but it really touched about love, about to belong. And I think in a way it's breaking the silence. There's so many people that are like captive,
talking about abuse and
isolated. But I think it was like the privilege of a voice to be heard and inspire people to break their own silence. It's why it touches me. And like I told Alex, after the interview, I know this story since a long time. I know Alex since a long time, but at the same time, it's always making echo to our own reality for every one of us. It's the privilege of a voice to be heard.
There are so many people that are facing different issues as well, and I think that's the angle I saw it all, because we've got amazing people following us that are facing like you know, facing judgments over their differences.
Yeah.
Could be like physical differences, could be like their lifestyle, could be who they are. So that's their style, whatever. But that was a stand also for what we're believing in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, and by confronting not the people that might be the bad ones, but just to say, well, that just to try to reach out, not only to the victims, but also to reach out to the people that were exactly like I am, still, sometimes. You know what I mean? I think it's very easy to look at people as monsters, but when you're looking at your own monster inside, I think that you're able to grow, and you're able to understand a little bit more of the people that are still in there. You know, and obviously, you know, you're rebuking all the embodiment of that violence or whatever it might, you know, those people, what those people might do, obviously. But I think that it's all about reaching out and to create an invitation and a common place. It's a neutral place where we can talk, rather than just like going there and just to point the fingers and just like, well, and then, oh, you see me, I'm like, I'm the result of, you know, like I've been saved or whatever. And then you're kind of turning the attention towards yourself rather than the hope possible for everyone.
People can have, and
you know,
what lies beyond what they see.
Yeah, and
believe.
you can be like a monster, but there's redemption. For you, as much as you can be like a victim of those monsters, and there's redemption for you as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes indifference can be a bigger monster.
Yeah.
That's the biggest one.
Yeah, but there was so much hope in what was said there. It was so empowering. It was really it was, you know, much deeper than just what Alex went through. It was an invitation for everybody just to rise and to shine. And when after that, the way the interview was built, it led towards the music. And when I heard the music play on the set, I was like, it makes so much sense. And it was like all of what Alex has been talking about. Now you can just hear it because it's the whole
it in a different
path.
way.
Oh yeah, and that invitation was now much more clear and louder and bigger. And that's really what I like. It was so much a reflection of who the band is as well, because everybody usually goes on that show because they released a new movie, because they released a new book, a new album, a new TV series. It's just to promote, but for us it was so much beyond that and deeper than that. Obviously I asked Alex to wear a band t-shirt, which he said no to.
Business guys, that's the commerce guy talking.
It was so like, it couldn't be better than that for us, I think, to be there.
And people ask me after they say, well, why you had the agenda to keep that, you know, under the radar, you know, because obviously this is not something that you really want to put in your
resume.
Resume, in your press kit, but. You know, for me, I'm ashamed of what I did, but at the same time, you know, it's a testimony of how love can transform people, and that's really what I wanted to share, and so that's why I went. I was very nervous. It's usually, you know, when you're talking about music, you're gonna you want to say the right things, but when you're talking about life like this on such a not only a personal level but on a grand scale, I think that it's very important for you to have your you know, to be completely free from ambition or self consciousness. So that was my biggest concern, I would say. Not at all about how people can see me or how they can if their opinions will change. So that wasn't in my mind at all. So I think that's because when you're able to make peace with yourself,
yeah,
I think it allows you to talk about very intense and very emotional and personal issues, and without, you know, being self-conscious about how people will perceive you. Because the reality is, if people's love saved me when I was still a messed up kid, I think that now, you know, there is nothing I can fear. Because when true love is shared, it's what will bloom out of it will be eternal.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And so you've been active with Amnesty International, sharing about your experience as well, and as you said, seeding true love through everything that you guys have been doing, not only with Amnesty, but I think everything you do on a daily basis too is really marked by this way of thinking. And on Friday, some of you guys went to meet Ensaf Haidar, which is Raif Badawi's wife. Raif Badawi was a Saudi Arabian blogger who's in prison right now. And you guys went to give her letters that you guys at home wrote, sent emails.
Yes.
It's been a very touching moment too, and I would like for us to go and watch a short video of this.
Liberté d'expression. Libérez Raif. Libérez Raif. Liberté d'expression. Liberté d'expression. Libérez Raif. Libérez Raif.
Parce que c'était un important rappel aussi en même temps du privilège qu'on a de vivre dans un monde comme le nôtre aujourd'hui. Puis je pense que quand on a le privilège et la chance de pouvoir s'exprimer, de pouvoir justement supporter ceux qui ne le peuvent pas, ben je pense qu'il faut se présenter puis il faut prendre action. Ce qui s'est produit est extrêmement horrible, mais sauf que de voir que sa voix va porter partout dans le monde maintenant, puis que tout le monde connaît Raif pratiquement aux quatre coins du monde, on peut voir justement la puissance de quelqu'un qui a décidé de se mobiliser au risque et péril de sa vie et de sa famille, mais que c'est pas resté juste là maintenant. Il y a des gens partout qui sont ici aujourd'hui, qui ont écrit des lettres, tout ça, donc il y a vraiment... ces mots-là ont vraiment voyagé beaucoup. Puis je trouve ça tellement rafraîchissant, tellement inspirant aussi de voir ça. Puis c'est bon, je pense, de rappeler que quand on veut faire une différence, ben c'est possible.
Yeah, so that's a little excerpt of the moments that we've shared with you and a few members of Amnesty International as well. Friends and fans of the band who joined us as well for that
That's
moment.
real and tangible because sometimes, you know, it's very far from us. You're writing letters, you're just signing whatever, you know, paper
petition
about,
or,
you know, someone that feels like far away from your reality, which is, you know, true as well.
Yeah.
And you don't quite understand the human nature of such implication. And I think that being very involved in directly with the people allows us to show the human aspect of this implication. You know, because we were talking about, you know, how I've been able to outgrow what I lived.
Yeah.
But the reality is when you're seeing people like that are really going through pure injustice, because you had like you voiced an opinion that was only an idea that was involving everybody. You know, it's not about rebellion, or it's not like calling insurrection. It's really something that it's an idea. It's a perspective. So that's real. That's reality.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you know, the guys and everybody that went were able to give us back, you know, that human feel.
Yeah.
And it's so true because we've been able to witness the eyes of Ensaf when she received all the letters. And it was so true, so real. She was so touched. I think it's such a good representation, a living symbol of what we can do when we just want to support people, what we can share with people. It creates life. As well, like Nsaf, the way she is, inspire life. And in what we have to, in what we're doing, you know, it's such a communion, but it's tangible. You know what I mean? You saw her eyes, and it was wow. It was worth it to make all this going to Sherbrooke and everything just to witness those eyes when it happened.
And talking about the letters, why have you guys decided to do that, to ask people at home, fans, friends, loved ones, to write letters to this family? What was the idea behind it? What did you want to convey to them?
Well, it was not about conveying like anybody. It was more about just to bring awareness on the power of the voice that everybody has, and of course you can see like someone who's imprisoned for something that is completely like unacceptable, but at the same time you won't maybe think that you have a chance to do something, because it's like Alex was sharing, like it seems to be far, but it's not true. You can actually do something. So just to bring that possibility, and then people answered like amazingly, and you know so it's not about like being an activist. It's about bringing warmth to the heart of someone who's, I don't know, you know, we cannot imagine how it could be to be somewhere imprisoned, just waiting and maybe getting some news, maybe not, and knowing that your life is in danger. It's so, but with the power of the words, the power of just speaking your heart, well, we can see what it gives, you know. It brings hope, and it just says like, hey, you're not forgotten. Beyond like all that mediatic attention that might be dropping or going up and down, and it's not about that. It's about someone who might feel forgotten and who is scared right now.
But you know, people were asking, is it like some kind of a political stand from a band, you know, or artist that, okay, this is like, let's make, you know, are you guys a political band? And I think that for us, it's not about politics as social medias are seeing it, or the culture is defining politics. For us, politics is about the people.
Nice.
And that was a people stand rather than a political statement, you know. And obviously, when it's all about the people, you're influencing politics, or it should be. But for us, it wasn't that at all. What we wanted to do was really about the people, was really about communion with tangible human beings that are not on a cardboard of some kind of causes or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot more human than only a cause, than only what could be politic or anything else. And Steph has been really touched by the letters that you guys have signed. She's greatly appreciated everything. Even though we've given her a lot of what you guys have signed, we know we've received a lot more.
And keep sending.
After
keep
that,
sending.
yeah, exactly. Keep sending, because we're going to go back and see her again, and just keep sending those letters. And we've got a short message from her to tell you how meaningful these letters are to her and to her family. So let's watch this at the moment.
Merci beaucoup, Nsaf, de nous avoir accueillis aujourd'hui pour recevoir les lettres que les amis du groupe ont envoyées de partout dans le monde pour encourager ta famille. Aurais-tu quelques petits mots que tu aimerais partager?
Oui, moi je vous dis merci beaucoup les groupes Your Velvet Enemies, merci pour venir ici, merci pour les cadeaux, pour les lettres. C'est vrai, les lettres, elle m'a donné l'espoir, elle m'a donné l'effort, quand je vois tous les gens avec moi, c'est sûr qu'elle m'a donné l'espoir.
Merci d'être ouverte à nous. On est content d'avoir pu partager ce moment-là, puis participer au support de ta famille comme ça.
Merci encore. Merci.
You can see she's so generous
very
as a
generous.
person, and even though she's going through a hard time, you can feel she's blooming life. She's so, and all of that moment that we shared was so enlightened. It was amazing, and we had this discussion as well as we were having lunch together after we were out, and we're talking about, because I read Raif's blog, and they were so just a few thoughts to bring you to sometimes just think a little bit differently of what you've been thought of what you're seeing around, and just to kind of elevate yourself outside of the big, massive cloud. And that's why he's been in prison. But I was walking like on eggs, super slowly, trying to encourage her, saying that, of course, what this guy has been through since the beginning, what he's going through right now is just beyond horrible. And I can even understand it because, I've never been close from that kind of reality. But the fact that his blogs and his words are now known from like all around the world, and everybody read what this guy, his thoughts, and how empowering and how truthful and deep they are, and they will always be. I think there's some spark of hope in there because I'm sure he's not the only one, of course, thinking like that, but he's one of the very few that decided to expose that and to write those things down, because obviously he was risking, and now we can see that everything. But I mean, and we did a toast after that, because the people from Amnesty International asked us if we wanted to make a toast, and it reminded ourselves that Amnesty International started by a toast and stuff, and that's what we've talked about, the courage, that we have to, that it takes to step out, and this is what we're talking about, that's with Alex's background and all that. It's just this courage to simply be, and for everybody just to be there, because the hard thing is to sustain that thing for a long time, because weeks after weeks after weeks, less people are coming, less media are coming, less and less, and I think that to bring all those, everybody with us, that all around the world, the way of your family around that table, that very on last Friday was so amazing, and so I felt so proud just to be, part of that and surrounded by so much greatness. That for us, it's, of course, it's a real privilege, to live that, and it's really empowering and encouraging to see how it doesn't take that much to really make a huge difference.
And I think that sometimes it might look very far from us, but the reality is you can be, some of our friends are in their school, and it's very difficult for them to voice an opinion. We've got friends from all different kind of spectrum, just like we've got like very religious people. We've got people that are just like completely different from that, coming like from different backgrounds. And that's what I love about, being in this place and the band, is the fact that we can bridge people, And for me, I think that the best view I can have is to see one of my friend who's like studying to be like a pastor, like holding hands with like a guy who's openly homosexual. And for me on stage, just like, that's it, this is the bridge. And only to say that, it's for people, they might be like,
it's outrageous.
Alex, what are you talking about? This is just like,
so
from
true.
both sides,
So
you know
true.
what I mean? But for us, this is who we always been, and sometimes people were saying, well, you guys are too like, you've got too much Christian values. Other people, and then Christian people were saying like, you're not Christian enough, or, and for us, we're just like, well, this is who we are. We don't care much about what people might think, as long as we're true to ourselves, and allowing, and by that we can allow ourselves to grow and to keep evolving, and that's really what it is. And so that's why I think that Raif, what Raif is going through, and his family, obviously, and all his friends and loved ones, I think it's the perfect representation of what we're all going through when we're deciding to have a perspective on different things. So, and I'm telling you that it's as difficult for Raif right now than to be homosexual in Russia, or to be like a Christian in some places in this world, or to be a Muslim in Montreal. You know, when you have to carry all, you know, other people's action on your shoulder because of what you look like. So this is really what, for us, this is like an open, just like an open dialogue with everybody that are really willing to, just to maybe to change your perspectives. Because we all have, you know, prejudices, and we all have like a tendency to rebuke what's different or what we don't understand. So, and we're all the same in that matter. So this is why for us just to be involved with Amnesty and with everything we're doing, this is really not only to make a stand, but this is like an invitation, you know, for everybody, including us, you know. Because courage without love is only ambition. So, but when you've got courage, and that courage is based and with through love, when you have courage through love, then you can really change the world, because it's going to change you first, and your environment will be impacted right after.
So I know there's a lot of people at home too who really do wonder if it's possible to make a difference, because sometimes, as you guys were saying, causes they seem far away from us while they're not, and just as you were saying, it starts within us, and it doesn't have to be like big changes, only little impacts, little by little in our own environment. It's going to make
the biggest revolution starts with the decision you make to be yourself, and to be open to grow.
Just that right there takes a lot of courage to.
It does.
So it's a true revolution in itself.
Yeah. So, thank you very much.
It's very emotional.
I know. It's
okay, we're talking about the real things now.
Yeah, but it's
we're
really
far
cool.
from baseball and
baseball and April Fools, but that's what I like too about the Bla Bla.
But that's life. That's life as well.
It is.
So, there's time to laugh, and there's time to cry as much as there's time to celebrate and commune and to muse about life.
And to be able for you guys to talk about this, just like you want to talk about it, I think it's really important. And people at home, they're really happy as well to hear you talk about this.
I wish I could read Japanese, because I see a lot of friends commenting on there. And I know you've talked often about friends that say that we're living bullying in school, or there are different situations like these. It's true what you mentioned. It touches us all everywhere in every country. And so it's very nice to see everybody commenting. It's just, they're also, I think, very attentive to what you're saying. So, but it's nice to share the communion together and just to evolve and talk about the real stuff as well. And that's if you wanted to mention something.
I mean, we're not alone, and I think our life is the result of this love we're sharing.
Yeah, exactly. And we're gonna change topic. So if you're ready, I think we're
eat
still
burgers.
You can do that.
That's the perfect transition.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, Steph. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
To serve you.
Keep on rocking in the
just
free world.
But what I would like to talk about too are the Juno Awards. It's a complete different topic, but I see it somehow being related because everybody's been involved into somehow you being able to get there. It's not only the 6 band members, as you often say. And it's been a very long weekend that started with a concert. We're going to see a few images as we keep talking. How was that?
It's good that she's like just telling us like we're gonna see like a few minutes as we meaning like the microphones are still on.
Yeah, exactly. So don't be like me, keep it English.
Yeah, exactly.
No people are listening to you.
That's an amazing one.
Us too.
But yeah, how was that concert to you? What was it to be in Hamilton? Because it was the first time playing there. You've been in Toronto very often. What was the concert like? What was the vibe? What was it?
But
with
first
the
we weren't
people?
supposed to play, but when they asked us, well,
I
do
like this one.
you want to guys come and play in Hamilton? And I said, yeah, for us it's all about the music anyway. And when I say music, I mean people.
Yeah.
And so just to see old friends and just to be there, and that was very crazy because all the, we had to go through so many technical like nightmares. It was just like
nightmares would be a good word.
Yeah, it was complete nonsense for us to do that. But we were very happy that we were able to do to thank. It's only like an opportunity just to thank people as well, and to have like a very I don't know, kind of intimate thing like that.
Yeah.
So it's crazy because some people are just like, oh man, I love when you're playing in front like we played in front of like 90,000 people.
Yeah.
But for me still to play in front of a few people in almost like an empty room, it's still for me the real thing. Because not that when you're performing on a bigger scale, it's just like it's not real, but I mean that you cannot trick anyone. You cannot fool anyone. You cannot, you cannot bring all the rock and roll cliche and play. This is really about you and the people, and the only way you can gap that like large empty space, it's through the honesty of how you're living the music you're sharing with the people. So that's always like a very, very good reality check.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Especially when all the technicals are like
especially when the technical
shitty
goes completely wrong. But you guys, there's been a lot of people watching that concert online
That was
as
the
well.
idea.
Yeah, I was
Because the concert was broadcasted on the
Yeah.
SFCC, which is, for those of you who may not know, the SFCC is short for Secret Family Cult Club, which is the band's official fan club or a community club, as some people prefer to call it, because it is really a community. But the concert has been broadcasted over there, and despite the crazy time it was for people in Europe, it was like 4, 5 in the morning, and people in Japan watched, also Australia. There were people from all over the world, so. It was still a pretty big show, only you did not get to see all the people.
It was a very big show, and we were able to see those people. Because when this is the thing for us, playing music is, everything is related to the communion we have with everyone. So that's why there is no ambition through music. It's only like ideas that you're invited to share, in moments. So that was pretty crazy, actually.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy.
It was crazy. And what's even more crazy is that that weekend didn't stop only with the broadcast, for the SFCC members, didn't stop with the broadcast. You also did a series of interviews at home. We're going to see a few pictures still as we keep talking.
So meaning that we're live still?
You're live, yeah. So
Actually,
these
Seth.
were pictures about Wellness and Migration that you did while you guys
That's
were.
a good one.
I love that one. The two of you together, I really love it. Why did you want to broadcast these interviews and to bring the people through the journey of the album with you in Hamilton? Why did you decide that this moment was one worth sharing with the other people?
But I think this whole Juno thing and every prizes we won or nominations we had. I think for us it's just it's all great, and I've got nothing against that, obviously, but for us it's just a way to say thanks. So we wanted to bring everybody with us and to be part of it, because basically they are the reason we're doing all that. Because there's we had our season of ambitious selfishness at the very beginning, but we've been able to grow in such a way that we do understand the real nature of the communion we have with the people. So to bring them with us was just fun. You know? That was the real fun.
It was a no-brainer.
Actually,
yeah, absolutely.
That was the real fun, because for the rest of it, it's just like, you know, it's how it goes. You know,
Okay,
this is what it is.
Talking about the rest of it, there are a few pictures I would like to see still as we keep talking.
In English.
In English. But yeah, these are dinner that we've had. It's actually the first part of the Junos that's not broadcasted on TV. Yeah. And this is what they call the green carpet, as we can see right there.
Oh, it changed to red.
Yeah.
Yeah, I changed to red for the pictures. I think red might look a little bit better.
You guys look so cool.
You guys did look very cool. And I have here...
Oh.
Was it for the Junos?
T-shirt.
I don't know.
No, it was not for the Junos, but this is what Seth was wearing on that green carpet.
What else?
Under his coat, obviously. Let's Bla Bla.
You needed the force, I think.
I think so. Let's Bla Bla. We promised, well, Seth actually decided there would be something special, announced it to everyone, and this is what came out of this.
I think it was the best time to wear it, because it's a pure symbol of faith, you know. Yoda was challenging the human perception and the human understanding, you know.
Yeah.
And you brought that to another level.
Yeah.
You brought that back to the non-understanding part of it, so then we can keep digging.
Abstract
we can keep digging.
Something else that challenged human perception during that night, though, was something that Alex received. So, as a little reminder, Valerie, if you could bring it.
Oh yeah! Wow! Yeah!
What a great memory!
Thank you so much.
We knew you missed it.
Yes.
Amen. Like you love, Alex.
A little joke.
But the thing is,
I think it is a joke, but
we were supposed we gave everybody that, you know, all the nominees we had like a dinner, and we were invited to say, you know, if we're vegetarian and then. So I was supposed to have like a vegetarian meal, also without any olive oil, which I'm allergic to, and so they kind of messed up. So, and then I said, well, what's going on? I need my meal. And then he realized that he probably gave it away to someone else. And then the person brought that to me. And I'm completely disgusted by onions. I hate that.
That, for people who may not see,
I mean, even if you're an onion fan, I mean,
then there's a lot out there.
Ridiculous.
Hey, I'm talking to you, onion
so
fans.
insulted when I saw that.
And then you talk to people
but
after.
for people at home who may not understand what it is, because it really is hard to understand, it's a very thick slice of eggplant with a very thick slice of onion, and then another very thick
onion burger.
Slice
of
eggplant.
It's like a burger, Jeff.
You should check out Alex's Instagram. I think it's on there.
And me, I was just like, you know, I don't care. I don't worry about it. And Jeff was so mad about it.
Yeah.
So, no, dude, you're gonna have like a proper meal.
Yeah.
I love the fact how you asked the lady, like, would it be possible to bring my friend something decent, please?
It was a very polite way to say just like what the
meaning this is not decent.
Like we're in a super like nice, like it's the non-television, like the gala that isn't on TV, and we're just seated there, and I don't know, it's like super festive and amazing, and I think what led us to go there, this whole like, you know, we did interviews in the day just to celebrate all of what was happening, and I felt like just to arrive there and to get that was like a slap in the face at some point, or like a cold shower, saying like, for you, my friend, this is what you kind of got, you know, like, I'm not sorry, this is just for you, and I was like, this is not possible, this is not happening, like, I mean, come on.
It happened.
All those things always happen to me.
Yeah, always to Alex, and that was like.
So that's what's
But you got support, Alex. There's a friend that said, I salute you, Mr. Foster. Onions are disgusting.
Represent. But
it was just a lack of respect.
I'm not judgmental for those who love to have like a very wonderful fresh breath of onions when they're trying to communicate with people on a more intimate level. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Seth.
All right, so yeah, another event. Another event, seriously, to which you've invited all the SFCC members during that weekend was the red carpet.
Nice.
It's been completely crazy. People were so incredibly thankful to be able to watch this with you guys. So For those at home who may not be part of the SFCC already, those moments, they're over, obviously, but there's a lot coming up, so I'm telling you, you really should subscribe very soon. We're going to, it's completely crazy what's going on there. But we're going to watch a video that does a recap of the weekend you spent at the Junos, and then we're going to come back and keep talking about it a little bit.
Welcome to the 2015 Juno Awards from First Ontario Centre in downtown Hamilton.
2015 Rock Album of the Year Award, and the nominees are
Rock Album of the Year, sponsored by SiriusXM Canada. Between illness and migration, your favorite enemies. And the winner is
That was quite a moment, and friends at home, you're gonna like this, because this picture taken at the Juno Awards, one of you will win this today. We knew you were so excited to share that whole Juno weekend with the band members. You were looking forward to seeing their outfits, and I see nice comments going on the chat. So thank you for chatting. Keep on doing it in any language. So one of you will win this picture autographed by the band members.
Even by Seth.
Yeah, even by Seth.
Especially.
Sorry, but yeah.
But he had nice comments about his outfit, so I guess
he really noticed.
An autograph on there.
It was really noticed.
So thank you for participating and keep on sharing the moment with us in the chat.
Yeah. And the Juno Awards ceremony, obviously, as people may know right now, you didn't win as the...
Oh, no?
No. Well, am I just telling you right now? Did you just learn that? But no, the album didn't win, but so it was nominated, and the reactions of the fans at home, the people that were watching, they were so encouraging, and what everybody was saying, almost without exception, was that you guys were winners, no matter the result of the Juno Awards, but because of this album that you've crafted, what you've invested in it, the heart that you've poured into it, and the relationships that you've crafted all together. Is this how you see it too? Is this how you envision it? Is this what this means to you?
Of course, this was that was the main, I think, thing of that whole celebration there, and just to have, you know, the Secret Family Call Club people with us on the red carpet. It was just meant to be like that. It couldn't be otherwise, because that's what we were celebrating, was that those relationships we've been building, those moments, all those messages over the years, and you know, as we've mentioned a lot, it's something to put a trophy on art, but I think that for us just to be there, you know, with everybody was, to me, one of a great moment I'll always remember, even though winning that thing would just have been, you know, something else. But to me, just to be there and just with everybody, that was just something just I'll remember all my life.
And the thing is that what we shared before in the Bla Bla before was that we were excited for because people were excited to be with us. So after the Juno, just to go on the SFCC community and see people, all the encouragement they told us, how it got us even closer together. Winning or not, it didn't matter. It's just that this was a great moment and this was special to share together. And what it created, it's even, I think it's a bigger win than if we would have left with the prize, and this joy would have fade out at one point. But what we created together, this doesn't fade out. It keeps growing all the time.
So true.
And it was part two of, just like even before the SFCC existed, the first time I remember, because this was a big event, but the first time we went to Japan, the promoters were like, "You're gonna be that much people?" "Yeah, we're bringing the family with us." And then, so it's always been there, that will to include everybody and to, so that's how I see it for this, and that's how we see it. It was important to bring everybody. Yeah, we're gonna be that much people.
Yeah, and as the album Between Illness and Migration, the Canadian edition was in nomination for the Juno Awards. The Japanese edition has celebrated its second anniversary. The Japanese edition is the first one to have been released on March 20th, 2013.
It's crazy.
2 years ago already. And obviously, we've celebrated that with the people as we've invited them to a special series of interviews, once again broadcasted for the SFCC members.
Looks like the SFCC is the place to be.
It doesn't always look like it. It
Did you
is.
say SFCC? And we do not serve that kind of meal on those nights.
Definitely not. But yeah, and we also had a special dinner without anything looking like that. But I would like for us to go watch a video for people at home, because that night, even though the interviews have been broadcasted, the night and what we did, how we celebrated together, has never been shown. So here are some exclusive images for you guys.
Exclusive.
SFCC.
Well, thank you very much, everyone, for coming tonight.
皆さん今日は来てくれてありがとうございます。
To our special evening to celebrate the 2-year anniversary of the release of Between Illness and Migration.
This album, the journey of Between Illness and Migration, has started in Japan. Japan was the first country that this journey, the album was released. Today, it's been 2 years that we've been walking this journey, and what we've been through and who we were and everything create who we are right now. So I want to raise my glass to who we were and decision we made to become who we are today, individually and collectively. Kanpai! I want to read some comments from people about the Between Illness and Migration. This album is one that will be listened to from generation to generation, just like The City That Is Precious to My Mom is one of my favorite albums. Listening to this album makes me feel like being a bird, and I feel, well, my life is a journey at this moment and in the future as well. This album is that heavy for me with its weight. The songs, they're not half-hearted. There is a moment or experience in life that won't allow you to be who you used to be, but to be transformed and this album is telling us about it. And when you are in that period of life and listen to this album, the songs pull you and your life to be transformed. It's been about a year since Alex told me about this album and ran to Tower Records to get it, and my life changed a lot. And this is the real migration. I wrote a long message, but these are my words of celebration. Happy 2-year anniversary. So, yes, I wanted to share those words because it's really touching, and it really came from their heart, and to share.
So tonight, yes, we're celebrating the release of the album, but I think that it's also nonetheless a celebration of all the love that we have for the people in Japan and all the relationships that really paved the way to what we became as persons, but also what we're embodying now as artists. So that's very emotional and very significant for all of us. That was a very emotional night. That was very special.
It really was.
Special.
A very special celebration all together.
Yeah.
It was a very unique moment to be able to share this all together.
Yeah. And so we got a little something.
As you can see right here.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been talking with Kosho and Momoka, and we decided to do a little something. So maybe Momoka can join us on the set. This is
hello, Momoka.
Hello.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. So do you want to introduce what we decided to offer?
Yes.
The guys?
Yes. Alex and I were looking for something very special. すごく特別なものを探してたんです。
Oh.
That's serious.
That's good. Keep going.
Yes, and there's a special story goes with it.
It's all right. I love the sound.
Actually, there's a person from America and who was working at the advertisement company for the alcohol, and he discovered this shochu.
Shochu?
Yes, it's shochu.
What is it?
It's
some kind of a sake, right?
Yeah, it's a sake. It's alcohol, Japanese traditional alcohol.
Okay.
Made of rice.
And this one is very special. I love the story with it. That's why we decided to take it, right?
すごくスペシャルな特別な話があるんですけれども。
You said Aruna. You said hi to Aruna. Hi, Aruna.
Hello, Domo.
広告会社、アルコールの広告会社に勤めていたアメリカ人の方が焼酎に目覚めてというかハマってしまって焼酎に自分の人生と夢を託すって言って日本に仕事を辞めてその後すぐ日本に行って3年間日本に滞在していろんなもう500種類以上の焼酎を試し飲みして
This is so true. Oh, sorry, guys. I'll tell you after.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
水の前焼酎
Yeah.
There is a guy,
whatever.
American guy, who fell in love with the shochu. So he used to work at the advertisement company for the alcohol, but he quit his job, and he decided to put his life and dream into shochu. So he went to Japan, stayed there for 3 years to research all different kinds of shochu.
Mochi?
And then 3 years later, finally, he produced this Mizunomai shochu.
It's very special one because it's very limited, and so...
it's only in America and some part of Canada, not in Japan. 日本では買えません。
Oh.
Yeah. And it's like 2 years old.
Yes, 2 years old.
Yeah.
Since 2013.
So it was the embodiment of a dream, and last 2 years, So he gave birth to this dream. So that was the same thing for the album. So that's why we decided to do something very special.
That's amazing.
Wow. That's great. Thank you so much.
You can translate.
このストーリーを聞いてですね、アルバムと一緒だねっていうのも夢に自分たちの人生をかけるじゃないけど夢をつかんだそういうチャンスをつかんだっていうことですごくアルバムのその意味と寄り添うよねっていうことでこの焼酎を選ばせていただきました。
So a little toast, a little kanpai. So to the power of dreams.
Nice.
Yes.
So, may they unfold the most craziest of all colors, knowing that it's only a beginning.
Yes. Awesome. That's
Kanpai, everybody.
Kanpai.
Bye.
Thank you, Alex and Momoka.
Thank you, Mochi.
Thank
you
so
guys.
much.
Very much, Momoka.
Thank you very much.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's crazy because when we're able to do like special nights like that, and especially like having a Kosho and Momoka with us, it's always such a blessing because it reminds us that again about the fact that it's all about the people.
Come on.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
It's such a big family now,
and
we're having like people like even traveling and visiting people all over the world, and this is such a wonderful opportunity that we have to do that. And I think by celebrating those accomplishments, it's not self-gratification. I think it's only like a reminder that everything starts with a vision and a dream.
Come on.
And when you're able to not only to go all for it, but I mean when you're ready to take a chance to share about it, so that personal dream will become something that it's way beyond the realm of your own perspective, because when it's shared, it's something that's gonna go, for ages. And that's why I love I really love all the testimonies that Momoka shared with us.
Very powerful.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you
very,
so much.
very powerful.
Arigato.
Domo arigato.
Domo arigato.
And friends at home are as grateful and very happy also that you received their words. So thank you very much for communing with them through music. And they also want to know if you liked the toast. If you liked the music, good.
For relaxing,
Actually very
for
good.
relaxing
It is very
time.
good.
Make it Midzu time.
I feel like that reminds me of a certain movie.
Yeah, well, I don't want to get lost in translation. It might be.
Nice. But it's really good.
It really is very good, yes. So people at home, if you can ever find this.
And I really like the story.
Yeah.
But this is what it's cool with everything we're doing. So it's and it's sharing somebody else's dream as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So for those of you at home who might have discovered the band recently or not that long ago, you're going to see that there's always a reason behind absolutely everything that we do. There's always a meaning, and it's always very inspiring. But Between Illness and Migration, the album which celebrated 2nd anniversary very recently, is an album that's been released in Japan, in Australia, Canada, and then all through Europe. And this is a journey that's still continuing, that's still going on, and even for you, because every time, as you were talking a little earlier in the show, every time you play the song, you discover something new about it. And it's the same thing for the album, for what Between Illness and Migration is, and for the journey that you understand a little more every time you take a step in it. And you've also decided to do a special series of interviews about this. And the interviews have all been amazing, but what I would like for you to share about the people is the vibe that's in there. Not the contents, because you're going to get to see that very soon, but the vibe. And I'm with you a lot. I've done a lot of interviews with you, but to see... I think I have. Are Q&As included?
Yes.
I really have.
I think they count.
But the vibe, it was the first time I felt you really grasped something similar, and I would like for you to share
Well,
in your own
thank you
words.
for all the other things.
Yeah.
But you've mentioned yourselves that you've talked about. I know you've talked about topics, or you've touched things that you never talked about before altogether, or just been able to express by yourself. So,
I think there was like a lot of honesty, and no such thing as barriers. So we just talk in a very positive way about what we've been through and the whole concept of the album and the whole context in which we crafted it. So that was very interesting because some of the topics we talked about we never talked about it before. So that was a very interesting moment, to say the least. So that was very interesting.
I think we forgot that it was even an interview. That's what. Yeah. I mean, it was a time together to share. So the interview was not even in our minds. So it was just
it was some kind of a good excuse just to to
spend time
to muse about a very significant time, which is still evolving. So I can wait for the people to see that.
Me too.
It's going to be very special. That's an interview series that's already well started, but that is still ongoing because, well, the more interviews are being done, the more we also discover that we want to talk about it. So
there's so many projects coming up.
Yes. Well, no, that's not all, because actually this is our next topic.
Yeah.
Since the last edition of the Bla Bla, you guys have been in studio. You've spent a lot of time over there, and I think that what you said about the interviews, that there were no barriers and that they were done in all honesty, is something that we find into studio in a new level as well. And I would like for people to watch an exclusive, never released before, never heard before, excerpt of rehearsal. But people at home, don't worry, you may not recognize the song. just saying, you really want to watch carefully. So make sure there's no distraction around you and that you enjoy the video.
I love this show.
This is a vision of the street. This is my vision of the street. This is my vision of the street. Oh, it says it all. 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 It says it all.
Wow. I don't know like how I'm reacting, but I know I really am excited. And at home, you need to understand that this actually happened earlier in the show if you've been there for the beginning.
It's only been 2 hours and almost in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Alex said that rehearsing for a tour did not happen very often because they were instead composing new songs or just rewriting all the songs. And this is an excerpt of what happened. A new song was just like bloomed.
Actually, we were doing like a live rendition of for the Sound Mag. Ben and I did an interview. So we wanted to do like a little something live. So we were just like rehearsing for Where Did We Lose Each Other? And then after that, we were supposed to have like 2 or 3 takes, and then at one point,
the third one it was no longer.
Never happened.
Yeah, and we just like let go, and we just.
I like what you said. That you said this is what happens when a bunch of misfits gets together.
Yeah,
you give them instruments.
That's true. And here I see comments like, I cannot contain myself, I want to hear more. And Isabelle Denis saying, wow, it just made my day. And I see like, wow, oh my gosh. So,
yeah, there's a lot of new things coming up as well. So that we're very excited.
There's this urge of creating.
When you watch this moment, because this is the first time you see that video, I think that you may hear that song again that you've composed a few days before. How does it feel? What does it make you think when you see that?
It's like super exciting.
Let's go back into studio.
Yeah, just go back, because it just came out of like nowhere. Literally, it just happened. It was just a moment. So now it gives just the excitement of just going back there.
And I think it's another way to talk together as well. That's really how I see it. Because we might have discussions, we might spend a lot of time together, but at the same time, this is a place where you can talk in a way that sometimes words cannot express. So, and for that, I mean, yeah, the word urge to create and to get together for music is really what it speaks about, those images. So,
but go ahead.
And every time that we're gathering together, like you say, it's impossible to play the songs just from top to bottom. There's always those moments where we create, and for me, what it touches me is that the spark is always there. We saw so many bands that we loved, like their flame, their passion fade out, and this is something we always tell ourselves, like, this is something we need to nurture and to protect. That flame, not the big corporation stuff or whatever, but really that flame of creation, and to share something that's meaningful for us. And this is something that's so natural for us that we crave it. We crave to just express ourselves more. We're doing videos. It's like we need to do stuff, but still we have obligations, but still this surpasses everything.
Nice, man.
It goes beyond everything, and we need to go there and to touch it no matter what. So that's what I really love, and it always after those kind of moments, it always brings back so much life and power that me and Alex, 5 minutes after a moment, we need to go back in studio.
But maybe
it's funny because it was an excerpt of like a few seconds of something that lasted like almost 2 hours.
I know that moment, but it's been a very long one. But maybe
and thank you for selecting the one when I'm like dancing in front of the drum. That's very.
Hey, that was cool, by the way. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Very cool. I think it was really representative of the moment.
It's showing the moment.
Exactly. Talking about being real, well, that's what really happened.
There goes the mysterious image of the lead singer. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
And I think
how to destroy like
you're doing the same
like a persona that I created like for years. Thank you so much, guys. Here comes the dancing one.
But maybe it's because I am not a musician myself, but when you improvise and when you just go on crafting something completely new, because this just bloomed out of a moment. There was nothing laid out before for it to happen. Is it hard to know like what to do?
I do remember I was playing bass at the beginning.
I should have put this part.
But I think that's the power of music. That's the power of what it creates, And did I say that it's a way of speaking, of talking together? But it's really what it. Sorry.
No. I was just coughing.
Okay. But it's really what it is, those melodies, those chords, and that vibe speak to each other, profoundly, and then after you just engage that conversation. That's really how it is.
Does it happen that you don't know what to say, what to reply to the conversation that's going on? What do you do then?
Yeah, sometimes we listen to a lot to each other, and the first time we tried to do that, there was the urge to do it. We wanted to speak, but it was like more and nobody knew where to go. But after letting go a lot and having that freedom to create together, like Alex saying like about dancing in front of the drum, it's those little things that before a long time ago we were not secure enough to go there. But now together we have such a freedom that those moments create themselves. You know, we're not scared to go there anymore. And even if at one point you don't have anything to share, you just live the moment, you dwell into it, and at one point it'll come back to you. But the first time we're trying to go there, because of all the things that were blocking us inside, we couldn't speak what we wanted. But now I think it's easier for us to not to get in a safe comfort, but everybody knows what's his place or his role, and together we know how to bring things further together. There's lack of a chemistry, if I can say. It's hard to describe, but it's really, you know, in a discussion you're going somewhere.
And sometimes, you know, it could be a very intense conversation. You know, sometimes it could be like very, I don't know, very like familiar kind of way to speak, to take Moses' expression. And sometimes it's going to be very elaborate as much as it could be like very simple. But it's just like a matter of letting go, you know. And I think that when you're trying to overthink, you're just ruining everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that night, that was it. That was what it was.
So it's really a moment where you completely abandon yourself.
Yeah, maybe we will never play that thing again. You know, maybe we will never. I don't know. This is the beauty of what we're doing. You know?
Yeah. And talking about new songs, there's something new. That's coming up.
Listen to this, everybody at home.
I wish I could say it's a new song, but that would not totally be exact, because it's more than only one new song. And this?
She pulled it out.
Yeah. Well, since we're going to the States for the first time, we wanted to do a little something special, and so it's a moment in itself, and it's called "The Vision of the Lights We're In," and it's a few songs assembled from the Between Illness and Migration songs, but as well we've got a little something special at the end. Yeah, so it's a moment. It's a moment in itself.
It was something special, like
a little musical something.
Because you know, I can just turn that around.
Turn it around.
Yeah.
Turn.
So there. You want me to read the track listing, or okay? Starts with Setsukiyami, then goes on to Empire Sorrows, A View from Within, From the City to the Ocean, Obsession is a Gun, and then Yunagi.
Yeah. Sounds like something new.
I've never heard that before.
Well, you actually heard it in the studio, but yeah, not before that moment.
Yeah, it's pretty good at the show.
Oh, okay. We'll
Please play.
Talking about honesty here.
She was sleeping.
Talking about honesty.
Please play along with me.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to do like a little something different, like we did when we went to Europe before releasing the album, like we did also in France as well. So there's a moment that we love to share with the people, and it's like moments within a journey, and which is the album, so which will be released later this year in the States with different tracks and different vibes as well. But the thing is, we really wanted to offer a moment of its own, and the last track is it's that kind of moment, you know, that represent a vision of the lives we're in.
And Yunagi, that title, is in Japanese. What does it mean, and why did you choose that title to represent the song that would end the vision of the lives we're in?
You know what's funny is the fact that we decided we will have a little moment in next week for the Record Store Day, and we will answer a lot of those questions. So, if you remember,
Amen. It's an happening. Alex doesn't answer to your question.
That's the truth.
Yeah. So I'm inviting everybody to join the SFCC because we're gonna have a little special moment.
Nice.
Which is we're gonna listen to that moment through from track
track 1 to
the
from
new
the whole
one.
journey,
new
the
one?
whole moment. Yeah.
And we'll talk about it. We'll do like a moment of interviews as well, which we're going to talk about the visual of this moment. We're going to talk also about that new track. Why? What is it? What does it mean? So, yeah.
Okay, so if I understand very well, we're not going to have any answer right now.
Exactly.
No.
Keep trying.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a first. Yeah.
That really
Maybe
is
that's
a
the
first.
pills.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I think that then we
I like
need to
your
give
style. I gotta say,
details.
this is really cool.
We need to give details. This is a Record
But you
Store
won't
Day.
like what's coming up, though.
This is an event that's going to happen on Record Store
Yeah.
Day, which is on April 18, and we're going to do it at 10 in the
AM.
morning here in Montreal. So 10 a.m. Montreal time,
Yeah.
which is 3 p.m. in London, 4 in France, in Germany,
11 in Japan.
and it's 11 at night in Japan. So it's going to be a listening session of this EP. Maybe Marjorie, you can show it better, because I
course.
see people in chat that
I
want
saw
to know more.
amazing comments on the chat, like, "Oh, I need to go. Oh no, wait a second. I think I need to stay longer to hear more about this. And where can I get
Yeah,
this?
we're always
And when
keeping
can I
like
get
the cool
this?"
stuff for the end. The beginning is more about like Seth and the crazy shit he's doing.
Yeah.
The end
That's
is
an
really-
important part as well.
Yeah, because
It paved the way.
And to be able to come to that listening session, that's going to be followed by an interview specifically about Vision of the Lights we're in, then you need to be a member of the SFCC. If you've been watching since the beginning of the show, you know there's a lot going on there. If you've just joined, then I think you understand how important it is for you to be on the SFCC, because believe me, that moment is one that you will not want to miss at any cost. It's going to be very special, totally unique. And for Alex to not want to talk about something on a blah blah means that, I
Means
think
that
it'll make that listening session that little bit more special. Yeah.
Everybody's kind of shocked.
Yeah, totally.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's the excitement of sharing about new music, new releases, sharing
Maybe it's
moments.
because I just like had a little bit of alcohol, and it's been like
Also,
8
maybe.
weeks since, and we're in the morning.
Welcome back.
I don't remember what's that project
but then again,
Where
that
am I
EP,
right now?
people will not only be able to listen to it during the listening
Yeah, that's the
session,
part you
because
might be surprised to.
it's going to be given away
Yeah.
What?
for free.
Yeah.
With every purchase on the YFE store, except the digital ones and the individual sets of pins. That will not include.
Yeah, I took like a few decisions.
Yeah. Why you want to be in Toronto and this was happening?
It was a good idea to send Jeff to Toronto.
I didn't know
Finally.
that.
I was against
It's
the
my
idea
pleasure.
of Jeff being in Toronto for the opening game, but if it's for that result, I think it's perfectly fine. Seth, anytime you want.
But what we wanted to do is was really to, because we share so many things about different projects, and for us always goes back to the music, and what actually inspired us to craft those moments and to share with them, to share through them with our people. So this is what we wanted to do, and to be able to give them away for free, because I know that people are very supportive of the band.
Definitely, yes.
And I know there's a lot to collect those days.
And people are very proud to be able to collect everything. So I know quite a few people are going to be very honored to add this.
Whatever you're putting your hands on in the YFE store. So we're gonna send you that.
That's amazing.
We're gonna.
It's very cool.
But of course, if you know YFE, you also know that, well, it's a blah blah. There's a tour coming up. Then that means that we're going to have tour T-shirts that we have right here. Obviously, I mean, it's a blah blah. It's super spontaneous.
I've been working with Kenyu and
We've got 4, so if you want to maybe pass them.
Oh, pass them.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, I do understand. We're gonna show them like all at once. No,
it's okay.
We need to
one at a time.
One at a time, please.
It's okay.
Don't unfold it.
You'll give the cue.
Can we?
No. Wait.
Don't unfold yet.
All right.
Give us a sign,
No, but it's one at a time.
Yes.
There's a lot of love in those
Okay,
little
I'm just
babies.
eager to do it.
Yeah.
I've witnessed you and Kenyu working on those designs.
And me as well.
Yeah.
So this
We
is a
show
team.
them, and then we talk about Okay, so Moose, if you want to unfold yours
now?
and
You mean
show
now?
it, yeah,
Like
show
now?
it
Okay.
right now.
So it goes with the name of the tour. Outside It's America, where dreams hang in wonders.
Fits me well. Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
So we all went back to all the different pop cultural elements of America, North America. So that's pretty interesting. We kind of revisited everything. So and we did so many things.
Yeah. Maybe we can show Mrs. Isabel's one.
Yeah.
So people can get another visual on all of this.
You might remember that classic guy.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
I love it, man.
And
wow. And you know what's crazy, guys, is the fact that most of the time on the set of the Bla Bla Bla, this is also the first time that the guys
it's the first time I see those.
Yeah. So I always get like those surprises.
That's why we're always.
Even for the band members, there's a lot of surprises.
You want to show yours?
Jeff, yeah.
Right on.
Wow. Look at us right now.
Yeah.
I love
so
it.
we what we wanted to do was to kind of mix different cultural elements and to make a stand and to by taking like one element in a different context, you can see like you can have like a different vibe, a different meaning as well, which is really what we wanted to define with Where Dreams Hang in Wonders.
And then the last one, not the least.
Wow.
Oh,
we want to see too.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Wow.
Awesome.
And
I'm inviting people to really go and to
read the description.
Yeah, to read the description.
Because each T-shirt really has its own story, its own personality. They're all very different from one another. They're all based on the Outside It's America, Where Dreams Hang in Wonders theme, but still they're all very different.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Even if you know, for me, it's not about. Obviously, I want for everybody to, if they're into it, to really get one. But it's what's very interesting for us as we're crafting those T-shirts, those visuals. It's really about what we can share with the people again, and that's why I'm inviting people just to go and look at the names and the stories that obviously inspired us to give birth to that. And we did so many things. I mean, we had a real good time in the office. Everybody was kind of like, "What's going on? Don't come here!" You know, this is like
secret place.
Yeah, it becomes a very secret zone.
And and I think that's the beauty of being able to do everything, you know, by ourselves. You know, from the idea, the spark of the idea, working with Kenny, and then go back with Miriam and look with all the different colors. And this is handmade. You know, it's really like this is us. And from top to bottom.
Yeah, these T-shirts, they're all designed by you and Kenny, and they're printed here at the HQ as well. So.
Yeah, and with me as well. Well,
Miriam,
it would be very easy just to take all the credits and to look cool, you know, and like embodying Seth's vision of like working as a team. But it's really the three of us, like with Kenny and me and I.
Me being Miriam.
Yeah.
Just not
Miriam.
Me and I.
yeah, we're very close in the family. So Kenny being like Canoe.
Seth's want to be very close friend.
The very enthusiastic guy. Let's put it that way.
And obviously all these 4 T-shirts, Alex, if you want to show them,
badges.
they come with sets of badges.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And there are 2 more. So they're all different, they're all individual, they all match the images that are on the T-shirts as well. Yeah. So with each T-shirt, this is going to come for a limited time and in limited quantity. You're also going to get a vision of the life
until the next Blah Blah Blah, which I don't know when it's going to be, and for until we have
copies left.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly. This is very limited, and we won't print.
We won't do
anymore.
any reprint.
Yeah, exactly. Just like with. Entre Marie et Autre Ressac that we did in France as well. Yes. So this is really like for, just to share. We wanted to do a little something crazy while Jeff was in Toronto.
All right, so these T-shirts have been crafted for the tour, obviously, Outside It's America. That starts on April 24, but before we talk about it anymore, I would like for all of us to go and watch a video.
left of us. Spiritual child's been left for dead. Guilty man, nothing to lose. There you pray, there you die. What's left of us, what's left of us.
And we did also like posters. We have like a few ones here.
Tour posters.
You've been creative.
Yeah, but that's the fun part, you know, of art, especially with the fact that we can do whatever we want. I think that's the most wonderful thing of all, especially for everybody. But I love to kind of mix all those different medium together.
Yeah. And these tour posters, just like the T-shirts, they're really different from what we're used to see from you guys for tour. Usually they're more like live pictures that we see, but this time it's completely different from that.
Yeah, we really wanted to. We were thinking a lot about this, and especially with the theme like Outside It's America, and there's a lot, especially coming from Canada, there's a lot of influences that came from America, the pop culture, especially the politics of it all, and the people, and so, and especially in Quebec, you know, that's the beauty. That's the beauty, because we're as much Europeans as we're Americans in some sort, and so we were able to have like a fresh perspective on different pop icons or different ways to see things, and so that was very funny for us to kind of revisit those moments. You know, I grew up in a family where I can see vividly images of my father watching all those Western spaghetti movies with Clint Eastwood, and you know, where it was very fascinating to revisit all that. Yeah. And this is what we really wanted to share as well with the pop art, and William Burroughs from the Beat Generation, which was very, very influential on my writing. So that's all different elements that we wanted to share as well. So, and I know that some of you guys will ask, so does it mean that you're gonna have like posters in the store? So we don't, this is not why we did it. This is really like a different perspective that we wanted to share. That was a little pleasure I wanted to offer myself and the rest of the band, because you know, this is the fun of it.
Yeah, it really is. And for that tour, you're also...
Are you happy that I'm out of pills now?
Yeah, man, it fits you super well.
You're also inviting people to a very special event that's going to take place. So,
but again, during the tour, we obviously there's a lot of dates. So I'm inviting everybody to go on Facebook and all the other places you're familiar with to see all the details. We have a group as well for the tour. We're going to post, you know, pictures, and I'm going to do blogs and all the things that, you know, such like a schedule as like 20 concerts in 22 days will allow me to do. And but the very cool thing is we're going to broadcast a live concert from New York City for the members of the SFCC again.
So that's on May 2nd.
Yeah. So that's
concert in New York City at a venue that's called Le Poisson Rouge,
which is very iconic.
Yeah, a very cool place. And it's going to be the first time you play in that venue. Not the first time in New York, but the first time in that venue, New York, which is a city that's very meaningful to you as well. It's going to be a little past 6:30. We don't have the exact time, but it's going to be in the evening for us here. So all the details will be given very soon, but right now, what you need to know is that becoming a member of the SFCC not only will give you...
It's pretty exciting, actually.
...access to a concert broadcasted live for you from New York City, but also to a listening session next Saturday, which I think is pretty awesome.
Yeah. But that was the whole idea with the SFCC from the very beginning, which was to share with the people. And with the tour, we love to, you know, whenever it's possible, we love to share those moments in very significant places with the people that we love.
Yeah.
So.
And talking about the SFCC, there's also something special that the members have prepared for you on tour. This is going to be all determined during the encore. Encore that is a little extra to the blah blah. Only for
if you're wondering, you're just like, those guys are pushing the boundaries of like having now like blah 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 for 3 hours, and hey, what about like an encore between like the French and English one?
Yes.
So yeah, it's possible. We're trying to break like world records of like the longest like TV show broadcasted on the internet live.
Easy thing.
Like without you being bored. That's the thing. That's
the main goal.
But yeah, so the guys over there will receive different challenges that they're going to have to accomplish all throughout the tour. So
I do hope that it's going to be about having fun.
You're going to be very fun, I think. But yeah, the challenges will be chosen during the encore. So if you want to join us, if you have any challenges, idea you want them to do, then go ahead, send them.
It's going to be like, Alex, you need to go out of the bus once in a while. And Seth, you need to be nice once in a while.
Oh, that's going to be hard.
And bring carrots.
But the challenges need to be possible.
Hey, Jeff, eat carrots.
I'm pretty good at it now, actually.
Oh, yeah?
All right, so that's going to be a very interesting tour where there's going to be a lot of connection. No matter where people are around the world, no matter if they cannot make it to a show, there's going to be a lot of connection through, as you said, the group that's on Facebook where there's going to be exclusive picture videos. The SFCC, in which we'll have all the challenges, we'll have the live broadcast of a concert in New York as well. And obviously on Twitter, on Instagram, on all your pages as well, because the guys are using, except for Ben and Moose, or only on the SFCC, the others are on Facebook as well, so
That's
you can find them there.
That's a freaking great reason to be there.
Very good reason. You can connect with these two.
Big reason.
But yeah, and after that tour, you're going to come back and you've got festivals waiting for you.
Yeah, we've got a few things already aligned, so some are already officials, and others will be announced shortly, I guess. But we really, this summer, really wanted to, you know, to be a little bit more available here at home, and I think that we've been away for so long that it's to spend time with our loved ones here. I think that really gave us a taste that was missing for a little while, you know, and so to play at the Festival d'Été de Québec and just to be available to do that as well. Sometimes it's a matter of like the schedule, and so we've been all over the place for so long. So just to be able to do that would be very interesting, and it will be such a blessing for us to go back in Quebec. It's a very wonderful and meaningful city. We're going to play also a very, very special festival, which is a rock fest
for la santé
the
mentale. Breakfast for mental health.
So that's really the a gift that we're allowing ourselves to share with the people, because it's an issue that's very close to the band for a long time, and so just to be able to do that. So we're going to talk obviously about it way more in the next blah blah blah, but this is really. This is, and especially that it's with
For people who may want to know the dates, the Festival d'Été de Québec is going to be on July 14, and the Rockfest for Mental Health is on August 22nd. And then, all throughout the summer, then who knows what's really waiting for us.
Exactly.
All right, so that's the end of the show.
I can't believe it.
No way.
Hard to believe. Yes, already. It did feel like it went... Like it was very short, but it's actually almost 3 hours that we're live.
Yeah, but don't count. We had like a little technical thing at the beginning.
There's
which
3 minutes that we need.
Exactly. That's true. So we've got a little extra, so we may just talk, or we may choose the winner for the contest.
Oh,
yes.
So this is like Mrs.
Oh, sorry.
Break the tradition.
No, that's fine.
Teamwork. All right, so the winner of the picture of the Juno picture.
That's a really cool gift.
Sephora Larcinaise du Canada of Canada.
Du Canada. Du Canada.
Of Canada.
Of Canada.
It's
Canada's bilingual.
You have a really accurate language.
Oh, Petit Champlain.
And actually, thank you again for chatting in different languages. I saw German, Japanese, French, English, Spanish. Maybe I missed other languages.
Awesome.
Yeah, also. And everybody's asking you guys to go and play over there. Australia,
We
Mexico.
can wait.
So.
Yeah, there's a lot of things coming up.
Yeah.
Which I'm not allowed legally to talk about.
Yeah.
So now this is how we're communicating in the band.
Yeah.
So my lawyer has been talking with Jeff's lawyer. And what I can talk about is there's a lot of amazing places we're going to play for the first time coming up. So, but I cannot talk more about it if I don't want to be like in trouble. But like wink, wink, you know that I'm talking about different things, and I'm talking to you people really looking for to see us live in your back country.
Oh, it's why we signed those papers.
No, actually, yours was to be like on contract for different things.
Yeah. Just be yourself, man.
All right, now this is getting weird. I think this is getting a little out of control.
Actually, we would like to end the show with a celebration for you guys, because a lot is coming up. We've just talked about new releases. There's a tour in the States also that's coming up. So Stephanie and I, we went to choose a very special wine that we would like to share with you. And also I asked you, the band members, which city you were looking forward to playing.
There's one that was very funny.
In the States, in the upcoming tour, and one is very funny because somebody answered Barcelona. So we
Barcelona?
We didn't get a wine from there, but
the question was not clear.
We didn't say. Oh, so it was you who answered that? The question wasn't clear. Where in the States are you very like enthusiastic to tour?
Unless there's a date we don't know about.
Yeah.
So,
or maybe there's a place in the States called Barcelona.
Probably there's an American
That's
city
why he was
called
signing a different
Barcelona.
contract from you guys.
Exactly.
But actually, we chose a wine from California, which is called Genesis, because this store is the first of many to come in the United States.
I would love to go and play in
California.
in West Coast of yeah.
Oh, yeah, would you do that?
I would love to. I don't know if I mentioned it before.
You would go to a Dodgers game alone.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
What about San Francisco?
Is it 3 cities?
Blood is Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, you're pretty
The
lost.
city of my blood blurs.
Blood blurs.
So to the store that is coming up,
You're
all
not
the
in
projects, all the projects that we're looking forward also to sharing with our friends.
But I don't know if people would be very interested to see us on the West Coast, on the American West Coast. Maybe you need to write to Jeff, because I kept, I didn't stop talking about it.
It's funny you say that. I had a great few conversations
Yeah.
yesterday with a lot of friends from California State, and it was, yeah, a
You
lot
need
of
to-
pressure.
You need to talk with this guy because it feels like maybe he doesn't love you guys. I don't know.
Or maybe he's gonna
not
make you
pushing
sign
really hard.
contracts.
Yeah.
He loves New York.
I don't feel that guy is pushing.
He's more of
at
an
all.
East Coast guy, maybe.
Yeah.
So let's raise our glass to all that is yet to come.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
dreams that are yet to unfold, and to share also with all of you.
I hope that you don't have like the Yankees underwear somehow.
I'm sure. I would not be
So,
surprised.
yeah, we need to go and
The
play
baseball
in,
team, of course.
on the West Coast, guys.
Cheers
Nice.
to you.
It's gonna
Cheers to
come.
you.
It's gonna come.
Cheers, guys.
Jeff's a trouble.
Thank you very much, guys, for being there. Don't forget, we're going to the encore in a very few minutes. That gives you time to subscribe to the SFCC if you want to know what challenges the bands will have to face during their upcoming tour. Don't forget to go on the YFE store if you want to get the new t-shirts and if you want to get that EP, the new one, with an exclusive track with every other purchase you're going to make. And we'll see you again on Saturday, April 18 at 10 a.m. Montreal time for a very exclusive listening session of that new baby. The band has
a little
just
moment.
got.
Little moment.
So thank you very much, guys.
Thanks to you.
Cheers. See you soon.
See you.
Let's see you guys.
Cheers.
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 Kampai.
California. Morales.